Hello.
Hello, welcome to Rolltocast Live. Woo woo. Thanks for joining us, everyone who is already in chat. We've got some eager beavers, so that is always good to see. And thanks everyone who has shared out the link. Yeah, get all your friends in. This is going to be a fun game today. There we are. You heard it from the man himself. So today we are playing Teens in Space, which is by Jonathan Gilmour and gee, who else? Who else could have possibly
Me?
Me,
No.
I did it. No, it's me.
Not me. Doug.
No, it's Doug Levandowski.
Doug Levandowski.
Woo!
We're our best player today, so thank you so much for joining us. I am going to be our GM or our facilitator, our space wizard, as it were, our cosmic entity. My name is Ellen. I am she, they. If anyone wants to, let's go around. I am not looking at who is where. So who's next to me?
I'm across
under
from you. Or if we go around,
I'm
Chris,
next.
Doug, Sean, and me.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll go next. Hello, my name is Chris. Y'all know me. I'm a boy. Did you want me to say anything in particular, Ellen, or I'm just saying my name? Yeah, good eye.
How excited you are.
Wolfer boys.
We're getting to characters in a minute, Ellen.
Yeah.
We'll get into characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that's me. I'm Chris. Say hi to Doug, everyone. That's
Hey everybody, I'm Doug. I make games for fun, and I am so excited to be here. This will be my first time playing Teens in Space, not as the GM.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Oh, I can expect much feedback then.
Hello everyone. I am Sean. Just based on the layout, I like the idea that it's not that Doug gets his last name and we don't. Is that we're all like share? We don't have last names.
Right.
So I am Sean, and I am another member of Rolltocast, and welcome one and all to this here Teens in Space escapade.
I'm Phil. Hey. I'm running the stream, so if you have any audio issues, if you can't hear any of us, if there's any issues, do just yell out in the chat and I will fix it ASAP. I think we're all good at the moment. Judging by all the dials and stuff on my spaceship here, it's all looking good.
Boop, boop.
Excellent. And we are all playing, of course, Teens in Space, an RPG about interstellar impulsiveness. Great. These are things that we are all very versed in, I feel. And it's going to be a silly, goofy game. It's for fans who have listened to our podcast. It's based on the same system as Kids on Bikes, obviously, but with a few little bit of differences here. Where we're getting rid of superpowered characters, and instead we have a spaceship. Because how else are we going to propel through space? We're not going to run. We're not going to
Dreams.
Yeah. Through dreams, of course.
That's how I travel.
Excellent. So we have basic ideas for our characters. Would we like to go in basically like a less than a sentence description about who your
Less than a
character
sentence.
is?
Less
Yeah.
than half a sentence and then cut off.
Okay.
Three words.
Oh right, okay.
My character is.
There you go. Good work, Sean. That's efficient use of those 3 words.
We'll go around the same order then.
Yes, good.
Yeah, go around the same order. Say who your character is, what they're about, their species, and their trope.
Okay. I'm Chris. I'm playing a Solemnian. Solemnian? That's what we...
Yeah.
Yep, beautiful.
Got it.
A Solemnian, which is a type of alien who are particularly interested in higher order thinking. They're very serious types, and they trying to pull up the description right here. Are nearly there.
I think we just
bluer
totally
screens.
not-
Say again, sorry.
I think we just wrote totally not Vulcans.
Yeah, totally not Vulcans.
absolutely.
They're very serious, very intellectual. They're greeny, bluey, kind of featured, slightly gaunt, but generally they look humanoid. They are super calm and sometimes seem aloof. I'm playing a scholar. So I'm interested in those worldly, intellectual pursuits. And my character's name is Ajantis. He's it's in the Discord, but Ajantis.
Oh, good. I spelled that right.
He's super interested in learning all about those new things called emotions. What are they? How do they work? Why do I get angry when I can't control other people's ones and they do what I don't want them to do? He's a teenager.
I like that you've never watched Star Trek, Chris.
No, I've never watched Star Trek at all. So
Why would he?
if I do something where I'm like, this is a cool character concept, what a cool experience to like unpack this narrative, and everyone's like, yeah, that's probably Star Trek season Dingus episode 20
Love
Dingus.
season Dingus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where they really got into the good stuff. Anyway, that's my character, Ajantis.
Doug.
Excellent.
I am Jackson with 2 X's and 2 N's, most of them where you would expect them to be.
Spell it out
Jackson.
for me so I can pop it out. Pop it under your name.
JXAXONN. Jackson Thrunks.
ONN.
You've all heard of my parents, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Thrunks
Yes.
The Thrunks.
family. But you all are going to hear a lot from me. I'm an entrepreneur. 10 years ago, my parents gave me a small loan of 12 billion space credits, and I've managed to get that up to 12.5 billion space credits through shrewd investments and careful planning. I'm gonna be big.
Self-made.
Hashtag hustle life.
With my
You're
image,
a
because my
space
image
crypto bro.
is me. Nah. Crypto doesn't work. It's I'm the product.
It's all credits.
Product.
Oh, so you're gonna be constantly like doing little like live streams,
Yeah.
space streams.
Tried to
Space
get
stream.
people into your 4D pyramid scheme.
Mhm. Okay, so here's why it's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an opportunity.
It's a dodecahedron.
Technically, you can make more money than someone who brought you in. Right?
Uh-huh.
They're going to make some money off of you because, of course, they saw somebody and they brought you in. But you can make more money than them. So it's not a
Right.
pyramid scheme.
No,
You've
Sign
been
me up,
investigating.
sign me up, guys.
That's not what it is.
You know, I'm so
Not.
sorry for even implying that it might be a pyramid scheme.
Wait, did you mention your species, Doug?
Oh yeah, I'm a Chimavin.
Cool. All
I'm
right.
a
And that's how we will always say it from now on.
Chimavin.
And
Chimavin.
what are they?
Oh, Chimavin are flightless bird creatures. I mean, of course, I had wings put on. Yeah, we're brilliant. We're beautiful.
squawk.
And we're taking to the skies. You know,
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Straight to the top.
Any way
It's
you
the top.
can.
Hashtag
So,
upwards.
Sean?
Sean here is playing a Loriketorian tech wizard. That is a Loriketorian tech wizard by the name of Karvek the Casual. Karvek, Phil, is Karvek,
Perfect.
the traditional way. So Karvek the Casual, and I will not accept Karvek. It must be Karvek the Casual at all times.
I'm adding it.
That is his name.
Now it doesn't.
And
thanks.
so Loriketorians are tiny, little humanoid creatures. For those who are Animorphs fans out there, the Helmicrons aren't too far away from that, just without the many legs. And so it fits probably. They probably fit in the palm of your hand, maybe a little bit smaller. But since they found out that there were other species in the universe, they decided they needed to be their height. And to be able to have a level playing field into intergalactic politics and hobnobbing and such. So they built giant exoskeletons that could appear in different ways. So this particular one, he does reside in, unfortunately, indefinitely, because he has locked himself in there permanently by mistake.
Whoops.
I dread to think. Yeah, we've discussed it, and he must have some sort of poop chute, right?
Yeah, there's a way for things to get out and small things to get in, that just doesn't include himself, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
Does the exoskeleton look like a different species? Have you picked one of them?
Well, do we want to get into that now? Because that's part of my species questions. I
Okay.
don't know if...
Yeah, we'll get into it in the species questions then.
Cool.
Great. Phil.
You're a tech wizard, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Tech wizard.
I myself, I'm playing Wortham Metz. You can call me Waz. So I'm a Therinian. Therinians are big friendly bears. They live in tribes, which they're very friendly into tribes. They will have these festivals all the time, and they live in harmony with the land. They only sort of reproduce when there's a kind of a gap opens up in their population, so that they can kind of live in perfect harmony with the land. So yeah, big fuzzy friendly bear, and Waz is certainly fuzzy. As Ellen put it earlier, he does enjoy the laser lettuce.
Yeah.
So he's a hitchhiker. He joined a little bit later. He's just out there seeing the world, analyzing various plants and chemicals for their psychoactive properties, and generally just being a supportive dude. He's a real chiller. Wortham is the name his parents gave him, but you can call him Waz.
Was.
Why?
We're just losing a little bit rate on guest here.
I froze up as well.
Oh God, it's spreading.
The Wi-Fi isn't good in space, so that makes sense.
No.
Yeah,
I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah.
Well, as you all know, you will be on a spaceship together. This is our crew for today. We've played around with a bit of a backstory, but we should talk about what kind of ship you are all going to control. As like this is the replacement for superpowered characters, you kind of have a ship that different people who buy different improvements for specific parts of the ship get to kind of call the shots on. We are looking at a envoy for our main ship.
Yeah.
Built for luxury, these ships are typically decked out with the finest interiors for maximum comfort and style. So don't worry, Jackson, just suited to your needs as a traveling celebrity.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay.
It'll
it's
do,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you can, put some.
You've had to
LED.
slum it. You've had to slum it a few times, so this is no different.
It's grind time, baby. So
They don't have the bottled water that you like.
This is what hard work looks like.
This is often used by diplomats and the wealthy, so they're the prized target of pirates. So if everyone can have a look at the ship improvements, have people had a think about what they would like to buy for the ship using their precious improvement points, which
So
you
the improvement
each
points
have
we
10 of.
spend are like the ones left over from character creation, right?
Correct.
Exactly, yeah.
I didn't spend too many. I saved up 6. How did other people go?
I've got the ability to use all of them, but it'll depend on what people choose. But for ship points, I've got 5 to spend.
5. Cool. Said you had 3, Doug, and then
I've got
Chris.
Also 3.
Nice.
Okay, so it looks like I'm the ship guy.
Yeah.
So maybe
As
I'll
the
start.
person.
So I thought we should have a rover. I thought we should have a way to go down onto land. If we're a diplomatic ship, we need to go on diplomatic roving missions, right? To bases and stuff, right? So I guess I just mark one in the space here.
Yeah.
EVA craft. And that's 2 points, I believe.
It is 2 points, a small vehicle able to drive on planet's surfaces.
Yeah. So I'll own little Mako. So that's me. I reckon maybe Sean, you got more points.
Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to update and improve the thrusters. So I put 3 IP points into the thrusters, which is an extra D8.
Oh.
Don't you have to buy the +2 and then the +3? So that will be 5 points.
Well then,
Yes,
then I don't
yeah.
want to do that.
You can still upgrade the thrusters, but not.
Yeah,
They
I'll
need
just
to
do the
three
2 points.
So D6 thrusters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And then I thought this.
I thought we might do like one improvement at a time.
Oh
go
yeah,
around.
sure.
Yes,
Might be
Easy.
fun to do that.
Yep.
That's
Let's do that.
that's how the book suggests.
Alright,
So
cool.
Great.
we'll go around.
Let's get this one on.
That way, yeah.
Doug and Chris have 3. I'll just call on Doug.
Sure. I will, since this is often a target for pirates, I'll go with shields. I'll use all 3 of mine on the shields. So we have D6 shields.
Very nice.
Isn't it only 2 points?
So it's 1 point to get it to D4, and then it's 2 more points to get it to D6.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah.
started with D4 shields.
You know, somebody who designed the game
yes.
should know that.
No, we do. We have D4,
we do.
so you could bump it up.
I'll get it to D6, so then I have
Okay.
1 left.
You have 1 left.
You've got 1
And
left.
then- so we've got
Excellent.
D6 shields, we've got D6 thrusters,
D6 thrusters.
D4
and a
manned
rover.
turrets at the moment. Chris, did you have there's lots of auxiliary systems, or you can bump up one of the core, or the heat engine upgrades, or anything like that? What do you feel?
No,
like?
I think something appropriate to give a bunch of teenagers. I'm going to spend 2 points to grab the self-destruct section.
Yeah, good.
Excellent.
Yes.
Because teenagers should always have an option to self-destruct.
Self-destruct.
Right, that's
Sentence
2
I didn't think I should say, actually, now that I've said it.
That's 2 points.
Uh-huh.
Usually teens just self-destruct, their own
Emotionally.
relationships.
Yeah,
Yes,
emotionally.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
they're- but it's we're making the metaphor real.
So it's
Right.
over to me.
When set, the ship can either detonate after a set amount of time or be detonated by a crew member remotely. After detonation, no part of the ship will be salvageable. To you,
Right.
Phil.
I've got 4 points left. Let's get D4 auto lasers on there, because we've got to be able to defend ourselves for sure.
Yeah.
And defending means blowing other people up. So it's 2 points, so I've got 2 left.
Sure.
And then I thought I'd give myself something fun as a part of the ship because of the way it's described. I believe that as a tech wizard, Karvek the Casual has figured out a way to kind of jimmy his own system into the ship, and so has a remote control, which allows a crew member to control the ship without being in the ship, either through an implant in that crew member or through a small tablet.
Awesome.
Very
And that
nice.
that is 2 IP points.
It sure is.
Excellent.
All right, Doug, I believe you've used up all of yours.
Got 1 left.
have
We
one-
might be able to
I have one
pull that
left.
together, or you can pick an improvement that's just +1.
Doug, feel
Yeah.
free to take mine as well. I have 1 left over as well, so feel free to work with 2.
Do I have 1 as well still?
I believe you
I
spent
used-
2 on the thrusters and
then 2 on the remote control?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead, Doug. Take mine as well.
Oh,
So you have 3 now, Doug.
3
We're
points
being
to
very
spend.
gracious to our guest, I must say. This is not a hospitality we often we
Um,
often offer.
We're helping with the inheritance roleplay of the
Yes,
Right.
that's right. Yes.
getting all of those
Getting
early
good
advantages.
stuff without working for it. And just quickly, Phil, what dice are we on for the auto laser cannons? was
Just
that
D4.
used?
Just D4,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great. Yep, because we didn't have them before.
No.
Wonderful. I know you're listing this, but I thought it would be nice for me to have a little track of where we're at. What would you like, Doug?
You want
Welcome to the
food
Buyer's
synth for your
Bazaar.
luxury tastes?
So I was thinking about that, but that, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, I'm overthinking this. Food synth, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Allows for the replication of any kind of food in its database. Each day of use increases the heat meter by 1. Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're gonna eat away all of the resources.
Yeah, actually, maybe we should put some stuff into the heat meter.
Yeah, I've got 2 points left over. Maybe I'll just sink them into the heat meter. Just to give
Good,
us
because I'm going to be
more
using it up as
well-rounded.
well.
Yeah. So they're
Right.
1 point each, right? So I can
Yes.
just fill out 2
Yes.
engine upgrades.
Great. So our heat meter is now at 7.
Yes. Doug, you must at some point say tea Earl Grey hot. Chris,
I feel like
that's a Star Trek
that's too
reference.
dignified for Jackson. I feel like he would be like Red Bull and space vodka, lukewarm.
Oh my god. Just
we
to
can
summarize.
lukewarm.
Just to
You
summarize.
don't want it
for
cold because it takes longer to absorb. You know,
Sounds like
That's-
me in my early 20s.
I'll have a snake bite in black, please. That's half lager, half cider with blackcurrant cordial.
Yeah,
Classy drink.
it's not.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. Yeah, that's what I
hate
drank in my early years. So,
Of course it is.
Ellen, we have a Envoy class ship with D6 thrusters, D6 shields, D4 man turrets, 7 points in the heat meter, D4 lasers, auto lasers, self-destruct. I'm sure we won't regret buying. Food synth, and a rover for planet landings.
And a remote control.
And a remote control, yes, I just
And
missed
a
that.
remote
Support system.
control.
Remote control.
Excellent.
So we need a name.
Yes, would you like a suggestion of a name, or would you guys all like to collectively come up with it, seeing as you're the crew and this is your ship?
Anyone in chat? Got any good
Yes.
name suggestions?
Of course, you in chat are also our crew.
The USS Daddy
Meddling
issues.
kid ruining the plans of the evil overlord. It is a diplomatic ship, if that helps you at all. I was thinking, like, because I'm the red shirts.
The red shirts.
Oh.
We got Void Dancer.
Void Dancer, I love.
That's
Void
beautiful. Who came up with that? Savage McNavage.
Savage McNavage there.
You are a poet and a scholar, sir. The Void
everyone's-
Dancer it is.
Everyone's like an instant fan of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Void Dancer.
Yeah.
SS
Yeah.
Friendship, it's good pun. But I think the Void
is
Dancer
good.
just kind of wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just good. It's
Just a good
beautiful.
ship name.
I also just want to steal that for
Yeah.
later. So, Savage McNavage, take your bow. It is duly deserved.
Or your
Uh,
bow, if that's what you meant.
Excellent.
Or your big bow. Now, how do most other spaceships in this universe travel faster than light? Every ship has the ability to travel faster than light. That's something that people in this galaxy have figured out. That's all G. How do most ships do it? And is your ship any different? I know Sean has a great idea about how the Void Dancer in particular
Oh, do you want me to?
travels faster than light.
I gotta try and remember it now. So
I
my
remember it. If
that's
you
right. So my idea was it feels very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy esque, but my idea was that they figured out that there is a button. So there's just a button that allows you to go faster than light. However, if you press that button, you immediately are aware that you are making one person in the world have an awful day. You are aware of who this person are. You are emotionally attached to them. You know what happens in their day, what they're about, and they just have the most awful day. You know their name. You know everything about them. You can use this button as much as you want, but yeah, someone gets a really bad day.
I can see Jackson hovering over the button.
Oh,
Yeah,
we gotta
just
go
until you
back.
get the person you
I
want.
didn't put milk in my coffee.
Is it?
It happens randomly. I hope you
Yeah,
know,
it's
Jackson.
randomly.
Are you saying
I'll
it's?
keep pushing it until
Is
it
it anybody
happens
in
to
the
you.
universe, like, or is
Yeah.
it just someone? you know?
Anyone. But
But
everyone in the
It's
ship
random.
becomes aware in your head of
Who they are,
that
right?
person is and
Oh
what
my
you
I
did
love
to them.
that.
Yeah, I love it.
Someone
Is
in
that-
the universe.
And like
Great.
just for reference, I'm thinking it's more comedy of like the worst day ever, of like not like completely traumatic, like every your family pass away. It's more just like, oh man, I got a parking ticket, and then when I went to go get the parking ticket, I spilled my coffee. And
Yeah,
then
they get like a
it's-
karmic. They get like a karmic like scolding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's funnier that way.
Yes. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like utterly ruin their existence.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It just like it's the wrong the
Everything's wrong.
Almond milk has totally curdled in your coffee.
Yeah. Gross.
Can we make
Great.
one that gets us there even faster if it utterly ruins somebody?
If you hold it down.
Yeah, if you hold it down. Yeah,
You've got an
then
emergency jump. Someone's going to lose their
promotion.
parents.
But,
Oh,
don't-
eventually, if you hold that thing down, if you go
Yeah.
really, really fast, that person dies.
yeah.
Oh my god!
You burn
Look,
through
he's-
them as a person.
He's only not gotten that promotion. We need to go harder.
Yeah. This guy's got more positive things in his life. Let's burn through. Let's go
And
faster.
And that's how he joins Jackson's MLM. It all comes together.
Excellent.
There you go.
Right. Okay. Is this different from how most spaceships in the universe travel faster than light?
Nah,
No, I think
No,
everyone has
everyone-
this.
everyone does
Yeah.
that.
I love that because it's like, I'm a big fan of Greek gods, so it's just like there's always some reason for just crumminess. It's not like it's like, oh, Zeus had a bad day. It's like, oh, well, someone's traveling faster than light.
That's it.
Is the reverse true? Do you know that you got
That's a good
no.
question.
your karma was used to fuel a spaceship? No.
I think
No.
it might be like a collective thing that, like, I think it might be like a throwaway line. It's like, no, fuck this day. I guess someone's just going fast today.
Yeah, I
It's an
Excellent.
FTL day.
got a
Yeah,
case
yeah,
of
it's an
Mondays.
FTL day.
An
Yes,
FTL
it's an
day.
FTL
It's an
day.
FTL day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love it. I
I
love
see
it.
you got turned down for that promotion, Marjorie. Well, it's an FTL day. What
Yeah,
can I
excellent.
say?
FTL,
Amazing. I
FML.
love that. I love this universe. How much of space is explored in your universe, and how much of the known universe has your ship seen, with or without the current crew?
Look, the
I think our
universe is
ship-
a big place, guys.
This
Yeah, I
is a
think-
Yeah.
diplomatic envoy as well, so it's not going to be like, in my mind, traveling to like the scummy parts or the dangerous parts. It's more for like, diplomatic galactic nations kind of
Yeah.
meeting.
Are we thinking
What were you-
the Milky Way has been mostly in a
Sorry,
broader
Chris,
sense explored?
Chris, I know you had an idea. What
No,
were you
you
going
go.
to say?
You go for
Yeah,
it.
you go, Chris.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I was throwing to you.
Oh, okay. No, I think the universe hasn't been fully explored. I think it's a small collection of systems. I think a number of species don't like doing faster than light travel because they don't like ruining people's days or maybe killing them. And we've probably seen like our small local sector.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Your locals, yeah.
I like
Local sector.
technological advancement is potentially tied to like the morals of people. It's like,
Yeah, I
We
imagine
haven't-
like some species are like, let's burn through some people. Let's just go. Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
mildly inconvenience everybody.
It's
Sending an
probably-
armada through space as like a war armada like
Yeah.
ruins people's lives in
Yeah.
more ways than one. Whereas some species are like, no, we're not going to do that. That's morally
yeah.
inappropriate for us.
It's
Yeah.
probably like people abstaining from, flight or travel here on Earth to avoid the huge emissions that
Yeah.
result. And then there are
Is this
some
a
celebrities
deep-
just taking their private jet.
Yeah, there's a metaphor there somewhere.
Yeah.
Are you listening, Taylor?
I listen to Red, and therefore you need to stop polluting the environment. Okay, great. What's a conflict that the ship has been involved in? It could be a large intergalactic conflict or a small, more personal one.
I reckon we've been attacked by pirates before, right? Or maybe
Yeah.
maybe we went on a diplomatic mission and they were not chill with us.
Mhm.
Bit
Yep,
of a
let's go with that.
Yeah.
second one.
Something befitting the fact that you are just teens
Yeah, maybe we tried to do a diplomatic mission the way that our parents always did, and we just mucked it up epically. Like, we've seen it, we just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But we assume we can.
Let's
And we
go.
didn't.
These people look friendly. Let's contact them on behalf of the Galactic Council. Oh no!
Oh, a black flag means they're pirates. I see.
Okay.
Take that
Yeah.
away for learning.
Press the button.
Yeah, but you
Make
would have
someone
just mostly you would have just yeah. That's like a one planet thing as opposed to a large.
No, yeah, we haven't been involved in a war or nothing.
Yeah, and it's
We
probably
just got
more just
shot
like
up a bit.
a faux pas that you committed
Yes.
that's very embarrassing.
Pedro's
I
comment,
may or may not.
FTL, fuck the life of someone.
Fuck this life.
Fuck this one.
So, Doug, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I may or may not have tried to sign up a group of Mysterians for my
Cult.
You can say
Opportunity.
it. It's a cult.
it's not a cult, because in a cult they brainwash you, and here
I see,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just sharing the truth with people, and it's up to them to decide what they want to do with that information. The Mysterians decided to forbid me from ever coming back to their planet,
Okay.
Fair.
which is their choice.
It's their
Right, free
loss. It's their loss, honestly, Jackson.
market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. When I hit 16 bill, they're gonna be saying, man, I wish I had gotten in on that 30 years ago.
Yes, they might. They might say something similar.
They will.
Great. I was so involved looking up the Mysterians that I need to jump back to
They're
space.
the ones that are
They're
connected
the
to
all
the...
female.
Are you
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
for the next question, Ellen?
Yes.
Not a lot of teens have their own spaceship, so how is it that you came to be traveling in one? We kind of talked about this
Yes.
before.
Yeah. I had the idea that while you were all children, at some point you needed to, hide while some big thing went down, something that you were too young to kind of know, and so they just sent you to the escape pods. And after a, long night, you emerged and everyone was gone. Everyone had vanished from the Void Dancer. And you've been kind of, taking up the baton of your parents ever since. And you may have had some teens join you, such as the hitchhiker. I was going to say Wazzy Bear. Nope, was.
Oh, you can call me Wazzy Bear. Don't worry about it.
I love that he's so chill.
That's cool. I like that.
Would
I heard
anyone
you guys
else...
you guys need a pilot. None of you can fly.
That's a really good American stoner accent. I just need to. I need to look
Thanks,
that up.
man.
What do you mean?
Really positive.
He's not a stoner. He just smokes laser lettuce. That's totally different.
Well,
Um,
I like to sample the local flora wherever I go, you know?
No.
Yeah, so I joined later. I reckon, they were buzzing around, not wondering what to do, and
Yep.
was just happened to be on a planet they visited. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
can
That
fly.
totally works. Would that be the case for Jackson as well, as a traveling celebrity, or you're just a celebrity who is able to travel, through this kind of relationship you have with your crew?
So is our being on our own relatively new, or is this kind of on the?
You've
have we
been
settled
on.
into something?
Yeah, you've kind of settled in. Like this vanishing of your parents would have happened when you were young enough to kind of not comprehend everything, and now you're teens. Slightly more competent. Sean,
Right.
yes.
Yeah,
No,
gonna
I'm
say
just,
that this
I'm
is
just going, yes.
version of,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
this is my version of setting out on my own and getting out from under my parents' wings.
Hmm. Mechanical wings.
Mechanical wings, yeah.
Yeah. So did you join
Stop.
later? You weren't part of the original.
I think I was part of the original. I
Right,
think
right.
I think my mother was running for something in the intergalactic government, and so was part of that diplomatic mission.
Right.
Great.
Yeah,
What on the ship is incredibly well maintained?
Jackson's cabin.
Yeah, Jackson's cabin.
Yeah.
Or is it? Is it a total mess in there?
Well, no one would know. You're not allowed in.
No, yeah.
Yeah. All we know, he's on that all meat diet, and he seems to be really positive from that.
He keeps taking those neuro enhancer supplements.
There you go.
Yeah, it's this old thing from this old Earth diet called keto. It's super great. Like, after the first 3 weeks, when your body eats itself, after that,
You're great.
you just feel fucking great. You feel fantastic.
If he's big on his diet, maybe it's the food synth machine.
I was thinking maybe the food ship is really
Maybe because you
he's
maybe
tuned
because
that
you
thing.
bought it. Yeah, maybe because you bought it, Jackson. It's in your cabin.
Just like some Jackson. Can I have some porridge?
It sounds like an incredibly douchey thing to do, and that's why I kind of thought maybe that's
it's meant to be in the communal area, but you don't trust him.
You've just moved it into your room.
You guys want some mask out there for you? It's fine.
Excellent.
Not when I'm asleep, or working out, or watching something.
And of course, in your keto mania, you never sleep. Or you always sleep.
Yeah,
I forget which one. You can't come in when he's sleeping, so he's always sleeping. There we go.
It's great. Some days, like half the days, I only need like 2 hours of sleep. I mean, the other days I need like 16 hours. But like, it's good. It's good.
It's working. It's working.
It balances out.
Yeah.
22-hour days, baby. I'm so productive.
Yeah. What on the spaceship is held together with space tape and a prayer?
The navigation system.
We're just one bump away from getting completely lost.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I think we often get lost. Like, oh yeah, this planet looks like they might need help. Was that the one we were meant to be going to?
I don't know.
Everyone needs help, right?
Great, that's a good answer. I like that. Something really important.
What's one story that everyone, either your crew or the public, has heard about your ship?
Is it the story of the missing diplomats, or is it Jackson?
I think
He's
it's
a
me,
celebrity.
but it's not.
He is a celebrity.
Yeah, you think everyone's heard of you, but all your followers are bots. Like,
yeah.
That's offensive.
Hey, don't reject.
Android.
No. I want
Android
to I want horrible things to happen to Jackson throughout this. Like,
well, someone did.
I want it to be very clear that someone is holding down his FTL button.
Right.
Yes. Well, someone did ask, are the people of the ship protected from the effect? I think no. I think it's yeah.
But out of all the beings in the universe, it's pretty unlikely that you'll hit yourself. But it could happen.
I think, Chris put it perfectly.
D100. Maybe if you roll an FTL, I might just have to roll like a D100 to see.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe the thing could be around, like, I think Phil's right about, like, something about the parents. Maybe the rumor going around is that they just left us because they didn't like us.
Yeah.
We're just awful.
Sorry.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, these awful 5-year-olds. Let's abandon them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They deserved it.
5. Let's say like 10.
Yeah.
So it's been about like 7 years.
Oh, good. That's given me more than enough time to go crazy. Awesome.
Great.
Famous for being awful. Love it.
Wonderful. And we know what the ship's name is. It is the Void Dancer. Woo!
Void Dancer.
All right. Can everyone get out your species and your trope questions, please?
Yes, I love these.
This is on me, but I should have also just asked your fatal flaws and your items. but that's okay. Hey, it's a chill game. We're in space, people. Get some laser lettuce and chill out. Get some laser lettuce, get some space powder
Well,
from Jackson.
I would like to highlight a couple of the things that I thought was good for my backpack. The portable hammock.
Great. Yep.
Just zip, zip, and hammock appears. And definitely a claw care pack.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
you'd need
important.
to, otherwise
You
you'd
need
be
to clip 'em.
scratching up the...
Need to clip them.
Yeah.
I'm -3 to all motor skills, so if it's not designed for me, so yeah, I got to keep those claws short, otherwise can't do
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh my god, wait, but aren't you the navigator? No,
I've
you're
modified the controls. It's okay.
You've had a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there trope questions in this one, or is it just species questions?
There are both.
There are
species
both.
There are
You're
both.
correct. You're
Yep.
correct. Let's go round in the same order. Chris, do you have yours ready?
I can answer my species questions, and I'll
Great,
get my
I can...
trope
What's your
question up.
trope again? Your scholar?
Yes, I'm getting that
Great.
up right now.
I
I can
can
answer my
find-
species ones.
Yeah.
What is my reason for valuing? What is my reason for valuing reason over emotion? It makes more sense, and it's easier to articulate.
Okay.
You don't
Cool.
have to articulate feelings because they're wishy-washy.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about species that are, from your perspective, highly emotional? Really interesting to observe. They're funny. And interesting, and you can learn a lot from them. Scholar questions: what kind of knowledge are you pursuing? Want to learn about emotions because they're weird. How do they work? What are they about? Magnets. How do they work? Who or what is driving your pursuit of knowledge? Me, baby. What advice did a parent or mentor give you before you left? Don't get emotional, is what my parents said before they left. That's good advice. And my fatal flaw is that he gets emotional when he doesn't understand other people's emotions.
Oh.
So he gets angry.
Just like a real boy.
Yeah, that's right. It's almost as if I'm heavily coding a type of.
If you know, you know, people in chat.
Yeah.
Don't get angry about it.
He's a diverse guy. If you take my meaning.
And what do you carry with you?
Oh, I still haven't picked up my items yet.
Cool.
But I'm thinking something very, very simple.
Great. All right,
Are
we can
these
do
the-
items later.
Are the items the personal points, or is that something different that I've just completely neglected to look at?
It's like the backpack in Kids on Bikes, right? It's just
Yeah,
anything
and it can be specific items, but it could also, like the backpack in Kids on Bikes, be metaphorical.
Great.
You know.
Similar thing. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Great. Well, we can do items later if you want to have a little squiz through.
That's
Yes,
right. I'll
thank
know
you.
by the time I get here. Yeah.
That means
Yeah.
it is Doug.
Yeah.
Jump on in.
All right. So, what activity gets your heart pumping the fastest? Making money.
God damn it! I hate this guy.
Good. Make him suffer.
incremental gains.
Incremental gain. You know, when you're riding the waves in the space market, you know, some days you have those big ups, and then sometimes you have those little downs. But you know, always going up. You know, just building.
I hope we find out he's actually like squandered nothing.
He spent it all on credit coin.
Food.
And it crashed. Oh, it's all on the food. Excellent. Was that your species question or your trope question?
That was one of my species questions. My other one was, how has your pride in your people ever gotten you into or out of a sticky situation? So the Chimaven have a history of being oppressed by the Ananos. But you know, that ended a long time ago. But you know, when people talk about me being, that's something I can kind of refer back to, and obviously I can't be like, I know getting kicked around. I get it. I'm a Chimaven. Anyway, let's talk about this not pyramid scheme.
I love it.
And then, as a traveling celebrity, how does it feel to be recognized? So good. So good.
But really, you can take it or leave it.
99% of the time.
Amazing. What is your fatal flaw?
Oh, there's a couple
My
more traveling
favorite-
celebrities, right?
Oh, sorry. Yep, you keep
It's okay,
going.
yeah. What advice did a parent or mentor give you before you left? So the night before we got stuffed in the escape pods, my mother pulled me aside and told me, just remember, whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, remember that not everyone has had all the same advantages that you've had. And
Oh.
I took that to mean make fun of them more.
Damn it, Jackson. Your mother would be
Right.
so disappointed.
My and my fatal flaw is that I am, this may not surprise you, image obsessed.
Right.
And that extends to wanting my parents to think highly of me, and wowie, they don't.
We made a
even though
mistake.
they're not around, you know.
Yeah, you have that feeling.
Maybe the rumor then is really kind of like, I don't know.
It's about Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that rumor cuts for Jackson.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Ready to move on to Sean?
Yeah,
that's me.
Shawnicus.
So starting with my Loriketorian questions, number one is to describe the suit. Think of it honestly as a much more, just a bigger version of a Loriketorian itself. So they're identified by their big bulbous heads and their slightly elongated neck, and they have surprisingly and disturbingly long phalanges, fingers. So they're slightly a little bit more dexterous than usual, which, helps him in terms of being a bit of a tinkerer and a tech wizard. Those fingers get everywhere. Also important to note that it's a transparent exoskeleton. So you can see the little Loriketorian inside there. He only has access to the head portion. The way that it's malfunctioned, he can't get into the body anymore. So he's just stuck inside the head, unfortunately. But yeah, transparent, so you can see like the inner workings of the exoskeleton and all the various kind of liquids and oils slushing around in there, making each bit move and each section tick. But it's a nice little kind of expression of, here is a Loriketorian's handiwork. This is what it looked like. Bask at the inner workings. How good. And then the second Loriketorian question is, what does it feel like when he's outside of his suit? He doesn't fucking remember. It's been over 8 years. He doesn't remember what fresh air feels like. The idea of being outside that suit, he's forgotten. So it's a constant source of wonderment for him. Of what was that like again? So yeah, he's gone a bit stir crazy. If you haven't noticed, he's gone quite wild.
Very like Howard Hughes with the long fingered,
Yeah.
the long toenails. I'm feeling.
As far as a tech wizard is concerned, some of the question is, why are you obsessed with fixing tech? Because he wants to get out. At some point, if he just hones his skills well enough and keeps making things and tinkering with things, he might figure out a way to get out of his gosh darn exoskeleton. So that's why he's become obsessed with that. The craziest gadget you've ever created. The ability to control the ship without being near the ship. He found a way to kind of like retro, like kind of like work backwards in the way that the ship works and kind of put it into his helmet. And it was a big source of pride for himself. He went, great, I don't need to be outside of my body to be of use. So that was one win out of many losses that he's had. And finally, what advice did a parent or mentor give you before you left? Now, son, don't forget the PIN number to your exoskeleton. The PIN number is... And he's forgotten it.
Yeah,
You need to write this down.
I'll remember.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That because he was Karvek the casual. He's fine. I didn't need to write it down. It's cool.
Mum,
all
it's
good.
fine. I'll remember it.
Yeah,
Just tell me.
it's 4 numbers.
Just tell me. How hard could it be? It's just 4 numbers.
It's actually
How
16
many combinations
numbers.
of 4 numbers are there even anyway?
And the funny thing is it's not 4 numbers, it's more.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
She's like, I don't think it is.
Why didn't you pay attention?
And his fatal flaw is that he will always try and do things himself. He won't ask for help.
Okay.
So he tries to be quite self-sufficient, but that is obviously going to get him into a lot of scrapes.
Great. Oh, okay. And is that Phil?
Yes. So I'm
Bringing
a
up the
Thurinian,
rear.
a big old friendly bear from a tribe. My question for Thurinians is, what do you miss most about your tribe? And I reckon my best friend is back there. It's probably like there's like a lady bear. We were childhood friends growing up. And we used to, lie there and look at the stars on the hilltop in harmony with nature. And I just really miss her. I just wonder what she's up to now, Yeah.
That's sweet, man.
Sometimes I think about that. Hope she's doing cool.
I'm so glad that someone on this ship has a goddamn EQ.
That's me. When did you catch the travel bug? Got really high one night, looking at those same stars. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go out there. Whoa, man! You can travel the stars. I'm absolutely doing that. Excellent. What are the strangest things you've seen while hitchhiking the galaxy? Well, Gorplaxian Prime was a trip, man. Absolute trip.
You don't talk about it, or
it's
or do
hard
you
to
talk about
describe. I don't know how much of it was the
Real?
planet itself, and how much of it was the psychotropic gases that all of the plants there emit naturally. Who can tell? I think several weeks went by.
It was actually a year.
Yeah,
I don't think you left, man. I think this is before you actually hitchhiked.
that's right. I try to make this video that expresses like how it felt. Here you go. Watch this. It's only like 6 hours long, so.
It's like one of those.
What advice did a
singing
parent or mentor
bowls.
give you before you left? Be home before dinner.
Oh,
Good advice.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was
Yes,
a while
they are
ago.
very homebodies, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Thurinians.
And I
So
think
this
he
is-
just sort of went out. He just went out on a whim. He was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go travel the universe." Okay, bye.
so is this Waz's big arc as he's desperately trying to get home for dinner?
Yeah, that's right. Someday.
I'm getting.
I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
he-
desperately.
My mom's making dinner. It's gonna be really good.
It's going to be so cold by the time I get there.
Jackson
Makes
won't
these
let me
great
use the
potato
food
cakes.
synth.
I'll let, I'll
And my
let you
fatal
use the
flaw
food
is
system.
way too chill.
Too chill. Yep.
So what was that, Doug?
No, I was just saying, dude, I'll let you use the food synth. You just have to not ask. I'm sleeping, working out, in a meeting, or like a couple
Another
other
thing.
things.
Another thing to be determined later.
Yeah, or if I just don't want to, but I'm usually happy to.
I'm just really hungry right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Wait.
I could really go for like a big bag of marshmallows.
that are actually tiny sentient creatures in space, like
Oh, no.
krill.
No.
No, they like being eaten. It's like the cow in Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Oh
Galaxy.
God.
Eat me. It's a horrible existence. Let's quickly run off items and then we'll dive super quickly into crew creation. It's so hard because like the fun of this game is like making the world, but then we've actually got to play.
We're gonna play some
let's
game,
just,
yeah.
let's just
Wait,
spend the
wait.
whole time making out and then just put it to bed.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, see
Thanks,
you guys
everybody.
later. All right, Chris, what are you carrying with you? Have
I
you
got a
had
science kit with
Yep.
5 charges on it. I got a blaster just to shoot, pew, and then I got a scanner to scan. It's a scanner.
Great.
That's
Awesome.
what I got.
Doug, what do you carry with you?
I have a hollow presentation about my company.
Fuck.
And baseball, the energy drink.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
That's all I need.
Do you have one of those balls that you bounce against the wall like repeatedly when you're
Yo. Like a
thinking?
Bluetooth headset, even though it's not connected to anything.
Yeah, let's say I do. Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay, Sean, what have you got? Show me what you got.
Well, first of all, just because this goes into one of my personal things, he's got a utility belt that is strapped, which just enables him to have a household item at one token used. And I believe he has a ship repair tools. As part of a tech wizard, he's got a little toolkit that enables him to hopefully patch things up. He hasn't been able to figure out the navigation system, though, but that's a work in progress.
Well, it's so badly maintained. It's
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, man. Phil. What
Yeah,
you
so I
got?
thought of a few things. So I've got a kit. So I said a chemical analysis kit.
Mhm.
You know, so he can work out whether it's safe to put in his Omnipipe. The other thing he has.
Can I smoke this?
Gotta find.
think
There's
it
only
might-
one way to find out, man.
I think it might kill a Therinian.
Oh well. Portable hammock.
Nice.
Claw care pack. And then he's got comic books and a portable game console.
Yeah.
There's something to do in the hammock, obviously.
Not just vibe.
Yeah. Well, sometimes he just does that, you know. And I think, you know, he doesn't, just in terms of appearance, like he's got like nice shaggy fur, he doesn't wear a lot, but he does have like a cool tie-dye like neckerchief.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have a towel?
Yeah, of course. I'm a hitchhiker. Gotta have a
As a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And thanks, Pedro. Great. Well, let's get into some questions about the crew.
Nice.
Should we do one question about each character?
They're always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, should we go similarly around in the circle? So you're asking a question about the person next to you. Answering the question about the person next to you. You get me.
Got you.
All right. Has everyone got your dice?
Oh, yes.
Sure do.
Yes.
Great. Chris, would you roll a d20 to figure out what's your vibe with Jackson?
An 11.
Okay, now do you have a positive or negative?
I love the idea of it being positive.
Me
personally.
too. Me the fuck too. You rolled an 11?
Yes.
What's the Ajantis, what is the bravest thing that you've seen Jackson do?
Jackson is able to put aside all the hate that he gets fairly regularly and maintain goals. He's an inspiration, really. He's very focused, and that's really quite brave. He's able to put aside all the haters, which I've heard is a bad thing and that negatively affects him. But he's able to achieve even through all that hate. He's always posting on interspace Twitter, and it's great to see. He's an inspiration.
It's always YOLOing.
He's
Yeah.
always putting aside his emotions to make smart business decisions. That one time he screamed and yelled, and then bought that social media website after he had that breakup, but with that girl who makes music.
It was the space elf.
Yeah.
Space electro elf woman.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. But no, he pushed
We
through.
don't talk about that anymore.
No, it was incredibly brave, and I can't think more highly of him, frankly.
Excellent.
Amazing. Okay.
Bro,
Jackson, would you roll a d20 about your relationship with Karvek the Casual?
that I will. It's I think it's positive.
You think it's positive? Excellent.
It's positive for me.
What was that?
10.
10.
10.
Okay, Jackson, why do you owe Karvik a debt you cannot repay? Is it literal debt? Did he
Yeah,
bail you out?
I mean, okay, so
He's developing your app.
Yeah. So I was about to give a presentation to a group of suckers, wise, savvy business investors.
Yeah.
And I knew I had this. And my holo projector broke down. And I had 2 minutes. And if you go in with that energy, if you go in with the like, oh, can I borrow somebody's holo projector energy? They're not buying from you, right? They're not joining. And Karvik, the casual, just popped in, boom, fixed it up with his freaky fingers. It was horrible to watch, but so efficient.
That sound he makes.
And
that's not a species regular thing.
It's just you make this app. So
and
I stopped. That's one of the few business deals I've actually landed.
Right.
At some point, Karvik has no memory of that. That was
just a Tuesday.
Yeah.
He just turned off and back on again.
Yeah. Right. Plug it in.
The man right here. Smartest man right here.
I would like you to, as well, at some point, Doug, think about what your app and what your company is called, because I'm curious. But we will quickly then go to Sean. Could you please roll a d20 about your relationship with Woz?
Yeah.
Is it positive or negative?
You know what? I'm just going to keep the love going, and I actually want to do a positive thing because I'm very intrigued what someone like Karvik likes about Woz.
Yeah, me too.
It's a 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. Karvik, how was sorry, Karvik the casual, how was instrumental in convincing you to join? Now that's funny because Woz is the hitchhiker.
I joined later, yeah.
But maybe I think we retrofit it to stop you leaving.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Is that I think there was a point where Karvik the casual had enough. I think this was let me ask you this: how long do we think we were together as a crew before Woz came along?
Like a few years, maybe.
Yeah, so maybe we were like 11, 12 kind of at the time, sort of thing. Yeah, I think Karvik the casual had gotten quite mad at his state of affairs of where he was in. And so he was going to just use... he's got a detachable head, and the head flies, just as an FYI. And he was just going to fly off and try and find his parents. He wants to find mum and dad and figure out what had happened to them. But I think was just like, hey man, like you've got all the time in the world. Like you may be stuck inside that body. You need to unstick what's in your soul. And you need to do that here with us.
So one of the improvements I took is spirited motivator. So that means like I can spend adversity token to help people when I'm not present, and it's worth +2 if they tell a story about the pep talk I gave. So I reckon I'm an accidental spiritual advisor in exactly that vein.
Great.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think it just made in his weird kind of mental haze that he is always in, it made some amount of just incredible sense. It's like, yeah, I do need to stay here.
Great.
Thanks, Woz. Thanks, Woz!
Oh my god, is that how he talks?
It's manic. I've been here for 8 years!
Yeah, and like you're... Because you're in the skull of the exoskeleton.
Just put some of this in your intake, man.
Oh, and also, one of the only things that fit... I should mention this. This is why he is the way he is. One of the only things that fits into his helmet liquid-wise is coffee. He's just been on coffee for 8 years.
Shit.
And as we know, coffee is banned in many, many systems, star systems.
Yeah.
You know how many wars it started?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Coffee is It's not kosher everywhere.
No.
Great. All right. Well, if you would roll a d20 about your relationship with Ajantis.
Well, I reckon it'll be positive. I got a 10. Did we already use 10?
I think we have already. Yes, that's the debt. Would you like to re-roll?
I got a 10 again. Hang on. 8.
Okay. What would losing Ajantis mean to you, was?
Nothing much.
I think, I've seen some flickers of Ajantis, like, getting in touch with their inner self. And I think for me, that inner self is really beautiful. And I learned a lot from that glimpse. So if I was to lose Ajantis, I would lose an opportunity to see that flower bloom.
Aw,
Aw.
that's so beautiful.
Cute.
That is all of our character creations all done, wrapped up. So we have the crew of the Void Dancer. We have Ajantis, Jackson, Karvek the Casual, and Was Wortham to his family, but Was to everyone else. And you have all been a crew for, let's say, the past, what was it, about 4 years when you came on, Was?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. That is where we will kick off, but I think taking a cue from Sean, I think we should have a short little breather, not a big break, just a quick toilet, bio break, whatever you need to do, and it will also give me time to furiously scribble notes.
And same for you guys. Stand up at home, get
Yes,
some
one of
hydration,
these.
have a stretch, and we'll see you back here really, really, really shortly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
wherever you
one-
are, step out. Whether you're driving, just step out. Have a
Yeah,
wander.
driving, watching our stream.
All
You're
right, guys. We'll catch you soon.
Excellent.
the wrong one.
Good stuff.
That's the
What a
wrong one.
crew.
It's a classic.
And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. I hope you all had a good stretch. No, you shouldn't use your break to yell at your kids, Savage McNabb.
No, it's good.
Perfect.
Oh dear. That's not what we specifically wanted you to do, but hey, the break's yours to do with what you will. Yell at your kids.
As are the kids.
Yeah. True. Very
No.
Yeah, very mixed messages.
Nice
All
to
right.
your kid.
That includes being nice.
Yeah, all right. Let's kick off. So, you are all aboard the Void Dancer, the gleaming envoy that is by no means the largest ship in the galaxy, but it is certainly one of the fanciest. It is decked out in it is almost a golden bullet surfing through space, and the interior, which was once kind of golds and creams, might now be slightly discolored from the inhabitants. There might be some stains on the ceilings from different things smoked or consumed. Who's to say? And I'm going to say, just to kick off, you have just escaped from a near miss with a spaceship that was going to try and onboard you or shoot you down and steal the wares in you. This is just for where you guys would be, so we're not going to go into the combat, but I would like to say who was most instrumental in saving your asses in this little almost skirmish with pirates.
Got it.
Jackson, and how were you able to
No, he said not it.
Oh,
No, I said
sorry.
not it. No.
I thought you said I'm it, and I'm like,
Oh no. Oh.
I feel like maybe Ajantis. I feel like Ajantis just after years of kind of maybe this might be a time where you kind of picked up on something for the first time. Where you're like, hey, I don't think they're actually being sincere. Like, I've studied a lot of people, and that seems to happen a lot, and it always goes wrong.
I think when shit hits the fan, Ajantis is pretty competent.
Mm.
So we were in a space battle where we were being pursued.
Yes.
Pursued by pirates, yeah.
Pursued by pirates. Well, I think then it was a matter of we out flew them using like little bursts of the FTL. So we'd like jump ahead and then jump ahead, and jump ahead.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We hear about that person that got given the wrong coffee order several times.
Yeah, that's right.
Several times, and then someone else was on a walk with their robo dog and didn't bring a scooper, and had to
use their hands
to pick up the bolts that fell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some other funny thing that I can't think of. So,
that's actually the tragedy as an improviser. Forgets to say anything funny. They get up on stage and they're completely blank. We felt that.
It was some TTRPG streamer in the universe who couldn't think of a third funny thing.
Yeah.
She curses the FTL users in another galaxy. Damn you, Void Dancer! So after that, thrusters power down. The ship kind of goes back into its cruise. What are people doing on the ship in your little kind of when you're not in combat? It's hard to tell time in space, but you would have all woken up. This is your morning, as it were.
Right, this is kind of the morning after sort of the battle. I think for Karvek the casual, is muttering incoherently to himself as his malfunctioning robot body, which at the moment is manifesting through the right leg not working. So he's having to drag his right leg along the mechanical body as he brings himself to differing points of the ship that just need a little bit of repairs. I think they got a few bangs and scrapes. Just kind of like every single time we get hits and scrapes and it never ends, and they're not diplomats, they were and he's just you can hear it like through the speakers on his exoskeleton. It would be muttering, but it just kind of like reverberates throughout the ship as he gets to work on the thrusters, maybe.
Wonderful. Would you like to roll your brains?
Oh, absolutely.
This is a planned action as well, if you would like to take half of your die. But I'm going to say, are you tinkering to improve it, or you took on a bit of damage?
We took on a bit of damage, and he's looking to fix it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that is an 11.
Yeah, I think one of the thrusters has bent itself the wrong way. So if we were to start flying, we'd go in different directions. So he's looking to kind of put it back into place.
Yeah.
And that's with my +1 is going to be a hot 6. We are starting Teens in Space with a bang.
Excellent. We'll take an adversity token, my good man. It will be represented by this gummy burger.
All right, and I'll take it, and it transforms into a USB. Is what I'm now using.
Faster than light, man. It does weird things to objects. What did I say? So you don't manage to fix it. The thruster is still facing the other way. You can either, if you do need to shoot off, you can either choose to not power up that thruster, in which case you're going to be kind of lopsided, or you will have to spin and pilot at the same time, like a tornado.
Yeah. Right, we're just going to have to... You're going to spin a bit, and that's fine. We'll just have to make do!
Great. Who's next?
So he's in his hammock. So he's playing like a farming sim.
Yep.
Like the chillest of video games. It's like a sci-fi Stardew Valley, essentially.
Amazing.
He's just chilling, and like as the scraping of carving casual's leg comes by, it's like, oh hey man, look, I planted some snozberries. Look. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay.
Excellent. So you're going to be mainly gaming?
At the moment, yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to achieve in your game?
Well, yeah, he's trying to befriend the mayor of the town.
Great.
He's trying to work out what the mayor likes, so he would really like to reach maximum friendship with the mayor.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's a charm roll.
I love it. We're playing a game within a game.
Yeah.
Great.
D10 charm, yeah.
Yep. Oh, I should have said a DV, sorry.
Yeah.
How good are you at this game? Like, are you leveled up? Are you trying to do something that your like character would be able to do, or are you kind of pushing it?
Oh, it's pretty simple. It's just a case. There's no kind of levels in this game. It's just a matter of finding the thing that the mayor likes.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to say that it's a 5 then.
7.
Great. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. You managed to, even though that no. So what is the item that the mayor likes, and how did you get it before you actually did the main quest?
Well, he's actually a spice addict. It's a little bit of the hidden narrative of the game. And I just happen to be growing some of that on my farm, because on my farm I've grown every type of psychoactive substance.
Great.
Oh yeah, I had tons of spice.
Oh, why, thank you, good sir. Please marry my daughter. I'm assuming this is how Stardew Valley works. I've never played it.
Yeah, you're spot on.
Great.
You're not far off. Yeah, that's great.
Amazing. Well done, was. Either Agentis or Jackson, what are you up to?
I can go.
I feel like I know what you're up to.
Do you?
Winning.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Jackson
Slaying.
is it's core day.
Yeah.
So Jackson is working out.
Nice.
Crunches, inverted crunches, pyramid crunches,
4-dimensional crunches.
Dimensional crunches, Captain Crunches, Crunch Berries. It's it's everything. Yeah, you can't skip core day, bro.
No, absolutely. That's brawn, surely. Give me a brawn, and it's all core all day, so that's hard. That's hard on the
Yeah.
body. I'm gonna say that's like a 12.
Okay.
A 12.
Yeah,
All right, 1 in 12 chance. Let's
Like-
go.
just did you explode?
The gains!
Wow.
Roll again, good
Secretly
sir.
a hero, actually. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
17. 17.
17!
This has a 10
Amazing!
pack.
Yeah, there's like how many like reps do you do of everything?
Oh,
At least
do
one.
all the reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I think probably like 100 of each.
Amazing. Yeah, you're gonna and not only that, like I feel like you took the perfect pre and post workout, so you're not gonna get
100.
the delayed onset muscle soreness. No DOMs for Jackson.
Right. And
'Cause-
and as I'm going, I get just like the spot on selfie. The angle is just right. It shows that vein I've got somehow in my stomach.
oh, the stomach vein. Yeah.
Stomach vein.
we all know. We all know the vein.
Oh, damn
Excellent.
it. Now Jackson's hot. Damn it.
Jackson was
Fair.
always hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad people could be hot.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, I need to rethink my entire life now. Excellent. Yeah. You crush it, man. You crush it. And not only that, your followership goes up by at least like, at least by like 500 people.
Ooh.
Right. Ajantis, how you doing? How you coming down from that, not that you're an emotional guy, but I assume that there would have been a chemistry or, a biological spike of adrenaline to properly pilot the ship.
Yes, and that was quite shameful. So Ajantis is going to be staring at a white wall in just in the bridge, and trying to ignore the sounds of like a workout from a bedroom, or the sounds of grunting, which is not uncommon. We all know that means workout time, even if it's at 2 a.m. Regardless of, it's always workout time. Ignoring the
Yes.
sounds of a broken machine trying to be repaired, filled with a creature full of coffee, and as well as ignore the unnecessarily loud in a public space video game sound effects, which are emanating from Waz's game system.
Yeah, just really chirpy music as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he-
it's the chippiest tunes you'd ever hear, and it is piercing.
And he's got like a
particularly-
sound bar and everything, even though it's
Yeah.
a portable.
Yeah. He sets right up. He's in his hammock, and it's just so. Ajantis has put himself in the bridge and is staring at a white wall, trying to blank all of this out, whilst also acknowledge their emotions.
Okay, yeah, and you're just trying to block it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not trying to rationalize it or anything.
No, trying to. Oh,
Because I'm like, I'll let you
mm.
say what you want to roll with, but if you were just trying to block it out, I'd say that's grit.
yeah. No, I think maybe rationalizing it is probably the right way to go. Be like, yes, this is normal for them to be annoying. This is
Yeah.
normal for them to be loud. This is
Yeah.
normal. Yep.
And it's part of your study too, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Let's say it's quite infuriating because it's like it's coming at you from all angles. It's like it's sensory overload a little bit.
Yes. But that's
Um,
how other people exist, so therefore that must be normal, and I have to put myself in those spaces to be normal
Yeah,
and to understand them.
yeah. Like I'm gonna be a bit of a meanie, but I'm gonna say that's like a 13.
Yeah, sure. And what am I rolling on? What do you want me to roll on?
Your brains.
Brains? Okay, no
Roll
worries.
me your brains.
Roll them.
Well, you said 13?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled an 11, but with +2, that becomes 13.
Great.
Ooh.
Excellent. Yeah. How do you manage to vibe? How do you manage to rationalize this irrational crew that you are essentially family with?
They're not as smart as me, so they have to do things physically, like
Oh,
play
that
video
rhymes.
game, do body, or try and fix their own bodies, as opposed to me, who is smart and can just big brain it. I don't get emotions. I don't feel them, so that's fine, right? It's fine. I'm smarter than them. I don't feel angry. It's fine. It's fine.
So I'm going to say that you're going to be able to interact with people in a very calm. You're going to keep your calm demeanor
Cool.
throughout. So you're all feeling pretty good, pretty fine this morning, except for Karvik, the casual,
He ain't having a good morning.
who is
Someone pushed his FTL drive.
multiple times. Excellent. You get a call in essentially the sad kitchen, since many appliances have been ripped out and taken to personal
Relocated.
rooms. Relocated, my bad. Yeah, they have been relocated. But it's essentially your kind of meeting. You each get a ping through the speakers in your specific rooms where you are on the ship from Matron, your friendly motherbot.
Oh,
Yes. Please, everyone, please report to the living area as we have a transmission. Thank you. Have a nice day. Make sure you rug up warm.
I am a rug.
God damn, I wish I could give it our inspiration in this game.
Okay,
you
well,
can. It's adversity.
What was that?
You can. It's adversity tokens.
Yeah, have an adversity token.
yes.
It's you're basically playing Cards Against Humanity. If you tickle my funny bone enough, I give you a
Right.
give you
Yeah, I'll show up, put myself in one of the Thrinian-sized chairs that we have. Start munching on a protein bar.
Excellent. You all make it down in due time. Some of you sweatier than others, either from great gains or from rage. Your choice. And the actual personification of Matron wheels in. She's kind of like a trying to remember the robot I'm thinking of. Kind of like the robot, the nanny robot from the
The
Jet.
jet.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
She
go with that.
Is she Rosie or something?
Rosie, yeah.
Yeah, complete with the apron and the kind of like, yeah.
Can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically for your wealthy, or your respectable parents, you needed some sort of nanny, and that was her job, and so she's been there ever since. Even though you have slightly outgrown her. Please, we have received a transmission, although I am afraid that most of it has cut off. It must be from a nearby planet system.
But-
Would you like to listen to it?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
let's hear it. I know what's up.
She will play it, and it will static and a kind of strange, the sounds of some sort of ecosystem, the winds whipping around. Jackson, Agentis, back. Please. that is all that I could decode for you.
That's
Oh, it's
you
one of
guys.
my fans.
You think?
Probably. I mean, who else?
This seems logical.
I mean, you are known everywhere.
True.
And well
And
respected.
galactically beloved. So,
Here
Yeah.
and abroad. Yes, quite right.
Mhm.
Matron, where was it? Where's this place? Where? Ah!
Because of the scrambled transmission, it is not clear. You would have to do a scan of nearby solar systems.
Okay, maybe that one's not broken then. And he'll shuffle over as best as his body will allow to the navigate, like kind of like push through the middle of the gathered people and just try and make his way to the navigation system to try and see if he can ping where this is coming from.
Yeah. I am unversed in Loriketorian adolescence, but it appears that your friend Karvek the Casual might be going through puberty. Would you like any of me to have a chat with him about the changes in his body?
No.
I think we should just talk to him about changing his diet. I think that's the issue. And coffee's good and all. He's got to get on this sugar-free space ball and just steaks.
Jackson
sounds
has
really good.
suggested that, and I partook of it. It was, as he said, excellent.
I will source him some organically grown bio meat. And she kind of like toodles away. So you would like to do a scan?
Yeah, let's see if this one works any better than the last one did.
Great. That's a brains. I feel it's
Yep.
it's tinkering with technology.
I'm trying to adhere to the best stats that I have.
Yeah. Again, it is quite scrambled. So I'm but you know, you've definitely got like voices in there that you could kind of focus
Kind of
in
latch
on.
onto, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a 14.
Okay, lucky number 14. Well, that's a 19 in total.
Wow.
I feel like Karvek the Casual like plonks himself down and like presses his little body right up against the screen and just kind of puts his like one eye against it and then gets his long fingers and starts to work his tendril-like phalanges right into the system so he can manually do the scan rather than relying simply on the automatic scanning system.
Great. And what you find is that it would have come from a cluster of either 3 planets, but with your amazing roll, you can zoom in right to the planet that it is on. It is a let's just say it is Tracker Prime is the name of the planet. It is a small one, more of a dwarf planet, and it's not really known to be inhabited. It's kind of in this asteroid belt that kind of makes it known for this cluster of planets being a source of many shipwrecks, space shipwrecks, and a dangerous field to travel through. And you know, from you couldn't enhance the voices or anything, but it sounds like a distress call coming from Tracker Prime. Oh dear.
The Casual found it! Karvek the Casual did! Tracker Prime, everyone! Tracker Prime!
Good job, man.
That's where my fans are? Let's go.
Okay.
Karvek, do not let your pride overtake you.
Nah, see, pride is if you don't have it. I got it. It's confidence.
I see. Karvek,
Yes!
do not be overconfident.
You-
Be regular confident, like Jackson. Appropriate to your skill and attractiveness.
You stupid, emotionless friend. he
I'm glad we have come to become friends.
he goes up to his screen and just pulls a blind over the the head.
Oh dear.
And
Wow.
you can just,
dear.
Did you say
the
you
body's
were
still
glad?
moving.
I misspoke. That is to say, I felt positive,
That's
which
growth,
is
man.
mathematical.
That's growth. No, I think you should delve into that while I pilot the ship towards this distress signal.
Yes, if Karvek the casual is within his anger chamber,
Yes, he is.
as he has come to call it, with the blind down,
Do you
it
just
is
hear
best
like?
you pilot.
Do you just hear lots of banging against the
The
perspex?
the speaker's been turned down, so you just hear like this internal conversation.
Now,
And it's-
Karvek the casual, please open your ear chute so I can slide this bio beef in. Karvek, knock, knock, knock.
He like peeks underneath the flap at the very bottom.
Well, there's my handsome. What is it?
Loriketorians.
Loriketorian. Now, here, eat up. And she like slides a noodle of bio beef, this wet, slimy noodle.
I think he like takes a moment, just goes, "Thank you, mother." And just opens his mouth to the hole so it goes straight in, suckles from the teat, as it were.
I hate him so much.
Sean, take an adversity token. Goodness. Okay, so you're going
I've got
to.
2 now.
Excellent.
Oh no, they're tangled.
Do you
Oh
want?
no! Well,
I can keep track if you need.
no, I've got plenty of USBs in here ready to go.
No worries. Okay, so you're going to fly to
Yeah,
Back
yes.
up Prime.
Prime.
So
Mhm.
wasn't
Alright.
remove the Solemnian like steering wheel and put the one that's geared for his paws. Like we'll slot that in.
Excellent. Now, how are you going to chart this? Are you going to try and find like the best way around? Are you going to kind of go straight through? What's your kind of strategy as you're heading?
Oh, I
Heading-
think we should head straight there. I'm going to try and get through the asteroids and just head straight there. I mean, they said please. So,
Did they?
you know, the polite thing is to get there ASAP.
Did they say please?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the few words that was apart from your name.
They were
name's-
pretty polite, so, you know. I think we should just try and find them out, and yeah, I think if it really is Jackson's fans, they don't want to have to wait.
Great. Okay, so this is going to be your flight,
Mm-hmm.
and the ship's shield die. To
Okay,
see
yeah.
if we get past the asteroids.
That's a D4.
Your
Excellent.
flight.
No, the I'm D20 fly.
Oh, thank
the
God.
shield's a D4.
Sorry,
Otherwise,
I just
anyone
thought
from
we-
was.
I thought
What's-
we had made a huge mistake.
No, I
there,
can
and-
fly. I can fly. You just feel it out, man.
Okay, the shields are a D6.
Oh, we upgraded them. Oh, they are excellent.
Yes, that was thanks to Doug. And
Lovely.
now you can choose to add thrusters upping your
But-
heat meter, but remember,
Heat meter.
you would either have to whiz around like a tornado.
What's the difficulty?
It's an asteroid belt that is quite scary. I'm gonna say it's 15.
Okay, so I can't just take half on that.
No,
No,
it's
because
really
it's,
hard.
because it's
It's a snap. You reckon it's a snap?
if you're dodging, it's a snap decision.
That reflex is needed. Yeah.
Yeah. If you were like charting or flying around or something, then it could be a planned decision. But because you're basically going to be like manually steering and dodging all the asteroids.
What do you think? Should I take the thrusters as well? make
Yeah,
this
go for it.
Erratic journey. Okay, so I got
Yeah.
a D20, a D6, and a D4, and then if anyone wants to give me adversity tokens, if I come up short. Oh, what's my
thrusters are
D20 is
awesome.
Ducky. Oh, a 12, a 2, and a 1.
I'll give you one.
So 15.
15.
Great. Okay. And that
Perfect.
ups the heat by 1, I believe, or is it by 2?
Use the
You've only got-
thrusters.
Yeah, you've only got one working thruster, so
So we had to
it's gonna
overload that thruster. Yeah. We'll up the
Right.
heat by 1.
Yep.
You might want to hang on to something. I don't know if the gravity dampeners are gonna quite handle all of these G's. But the shields will wear the rest of it, so here we go.
Excellent. How do you kind of fly through, since this is your kind of victory? How do you narrate it, Phil?
So yeah, like I said, was really feels out while he's flying. You know, the ship becomes a bit of an extension of himself, and in many ways, spinning around erratically is just kind of a natural way to fly. You know, you just get into a nice groove, and then he gets a few spins going, and then lets that spin take him off in the right direction. A few meteorites, like asteroids, kind of bounce off the edges of the shields. But by the time everyone comes to a very dizzy halt, we're looking at Tracker Prime. By the time you see Tracker Prime like nim, 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 until finally the ship stops spinning and there's Tracker Prime appears in the view screen.
I think it's it. I think that's it. That's it.
Can I suggest that was maybe like 2000s Australian pop icon Kylie Minogue and plays spinning around?
Or so he has a whole playlist of spinning songs. You spin me right around, baby.
Round, baby, round like a record, baby. Excellent.
That's
I
enough,
love
guys.
that.
We can't get demonetized.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so it
yeah,
appears that you
Action
have.
is very sick.
Oh, he's very sick.
What's my difficulty to not lose the stake?
To not vom. Oh
Don't
man,
hell
you've
up
just
that
been in a
big.
centrifuge. I'm gonna say it's like 10.
All right, my
Do you
grid
need
is
to-
D4.
Oh god.
I'm not helping you.
Comes that post
So what?
1.
So what?
That
So you
post
failed by
workout's
9.
coming right back.
Yeah, man, you are violently ill. Like to the point where everyone can hear you retching. Which is weird because birds vomit. Yeah, for sure. That's how they feed their young. Yeah. But it's just like it's not just the steak. It is like all of the steaks that you've had for like the past
Ever.
3 days. It's like I'm gonna say you're gonna be out of whack. Vomiting for at least like you need a half an hour to just vomit solidly.
Jantis is going to observe this
Closely.
closely.
No.
Do you
And-
experience shame when your body empties itself?
Shit, it's natural. If was such a bad pilot, I wouldn't. Think like he's vomiting, not me.
Is this similar to the shame that you felt when I observed you losing food the other way through the other end? Do you remember when I
No,
knocked on that door?
Walked in on me pooping. It's not.
This is similar or this is different?
Oh, it's very different.
I see.
Thanks, Dice Up Games, for jumping back in right at this moment as Jackson is sick. And I'm
Bird dog is such a good phrase.
Bird dog. As you are sick, all over your fancy room. And you are quite image obsessed, so I'm gonna say, what kind of do you wear clothes as a Chimavin?
Oh, of course, I keep forgetting your bird.
Or is
I
it your
do, yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
plumage? You wear clothes, okay.
Yeah, beautiful plumage that accentuates my plumage.
Yeah, whatever clothes you are wearing,
Ruined.
Nah, man, nah. And I'm gonna say they were your nicest. Like, you spent a lot of credits on them. Yeah.
Martron will watch those.
Martron. Ma! Hey, Martron!
Hey, Ma! That's what Woz calls it. Hey, Ma!
Martron, I'm gonna need your help.
Oh.
Hey, Ma!
Oh, Jackson, it has appeared to me that you have been ill. Would you like to report to the med bay?
I don't think we have one of those.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't.
Now, if you remember, you requested that I constantly film you as to post to your various social medias. Would you like to? Would you like me to cease recording?
Delete. Unsend.
Unfortunately, I cannot delete a live stream, but I will stop recording.
You'll never guess what Jackson does next.
Jackson, remember to pose with the two hands up in the crouch.
Frank, bro.
That is hashtag content, as I recall.
Also, Chris, take an adversity token for the poop joke.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. I normally wouldn't make a poop joke. You know me, Ellen.
Yeah, you wouldn't be so crass.
No, never. You're DMing, so I know my audience. I know how to perform to an audience.
Wow, I feel like I should take away an adversity token for that.
Yeah.
No, you keep it. You keep it.
Thanks.
I'm
Ellen.
like Oprah in this stream. It is a one shot, so take all the adversity tokens you need. Great. So you have all landed. Well done, Woz, for guiding us safely. Would you like to know a bit about the planet Tracker Prime?
Yeah, sure.
Searching for Tracker Prime. File not found.
Oh, God. Why is that so much louder than everything else?
Then why did you?
I am sorry. While I have been programmed with, raising the children of multiple species, I do not have many knowledge sets outside of this.
Well, is the atmosphere breathable?
That is something you would be able to look up yourself.
Well, like,
Might
what's
I
the ship
encourage
say?
you all take some independence.
Yeah, thanks. Well, like, what does the ship say?
If you want to get like a good scan on this planet, I do believe all of your ships start out with a
Like a basic scanning suite?
Yeah.
yes, which would be a D4. Is that what it is? A scanning suite?
I don't know. Scanners mid-range is 1. Scanners enhanced is 2.
Yes. Okay.
We could just go down and wear spaceships, wear helmets and scan around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just do that. Let's just land
and I'm in an exoskeleton, so
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, well, we
Excellent,
land and we roll out the rover, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. So your
Yes.
little rover, does it have a name? Does it have a little name?
Jackson 2.
son of Jackson.
Oh, Jackson.
I bought it with my improvement points. I'm in charge.
That's
Yeah.
why it's cool if it's called Jackson 2.
Yeah, it's
But
cool.
who
You can call it that. I don't mind.
But who tagged it with some graffiti?
It's a sticker to his buy up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, with his app.
It's Jackson 2 on the web, point 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Got the info from my app on it. A thing you can scan to get to Japson, which is the name of my app. It is a social media site for famous people or people who want to pay to be on that site.
There,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
There
The
you
less
go.
Yeah.
famous you are, the more you have to pay.
Right.
How many users are there on it currently?
3.
We're in a growth phase, and with social media, you need to hit a tipping point, right? You know, it starts out slow.
Critical
There's
mass.
a gradual build.
Yeah. Yeah.
So currently it's Jackson and Agentis.
Stonks
And
go
Agentis
up.
paying money for
Agentis
Jackson's
paying.
presence.
Great. Take an adversity token. I hate this idea. Thanks. I hate it. There you go. Yes, so you control the rover, Phil, as you bought it with your hard-earned monies.
Yeah, I reckon it came with the ship. It's like a part of the it's part of the Void Dancer's like complement. So it is like a fancy. It's gleaming and fancy, except we've got bored at some point and like painted like sharp teeth on the front end and maybe Jackson was a bit more flowery with his. You know, he's got some like multicolored splashes down the side and flowers and stuff. It's a real kind of hippie. His additions were real kind of hippie, kind of nature based, you know, flowing leaves and stuff. He's got a bit of an artistic streak.
Yeah.
And he has a tendency to Dutch it out as well. Like he'll go in,
Oh, right. Yeah.
he'll go in there sometimes and spend the evening just getting a good cloud on inside. And if you go into the rover bay, you can barely see beyond the viewport because of the swirling smoke in there.
Do we get a bit of secondhand wazzing?
Yeah, there's a bit of residue
in the rover.
residue still in there. Yeah.
Amazing. So, you the rover goes out. Why don't you tell me? This is again when the more you kind of succeed or grapple with, what are you kind of looking for? Like, what's like the first thing you kind of notice on this planet?
Well, what's the plant life like? Obviously.
Yeah, what's the plant life? It's kind of it's so lush. You've landed on a real tropical planet. You see dense areas of just of vines, of trees that have been choked out by other plants and vegetation. I can't remember what species it is, but there is an invasive plant, I think, in Japan that like it's a vine that just chokes out everything and grows and covers like huge swaths of area, and just green.
I believe it's
and-
called the kudzu.
Kudzu, yeah.
Thank
vine,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a specific one, and so I'm glad that someone knew. Yeah, it's a climbing and coiling and vine, and all these trees are slowly being choked by it.
I bet there's some real medicinal shit out here, guys.
But as a result, you do see insects buzzing around. You see birds. This planet has a some sort of star that is close enough by that it is warm, and you see evidences of life.
All right, what direction am I heading in for this signal?
I believe it is north.
Harvek? Oh, you got the location. Okay.
That is what my scanner is saying, or perhaps it is malfunctioning.
Let's hope not.
Now, the rover, do you patrol it? Do you pilot it remotely? Are you actually in it?
Oh, we're in it.
It's more fun if we're in it.
We're
Yeah.
all
We're all in
Yep,
it. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so you
I drive.
someone adjusts the bean bags and the what is it?
Bead curtain.
The hammock?
bead
Oh, the bead curtain. Yeah.
Where's a device that speeds up and slows down the passage of time?
Don't worry, man, it's here. Excellent. Yeah, you trundle through. But you're noticing that the more you're kind of going through, the more and more the vines are whipping up into the chassis.
Oh,
And
it's getting real rough going here, guys.
yeah, you might need to, I don't know, do something. But
Something's gonna
but
tangle the
rover
wheels
is-
if I keep going like this.
the rover is slowing down.
Oh, I'm gonna get bogged.
I think Karvek the casual is going to utilize his high flying ability, and his head is going to detach from the robotic body, and it's going to hover up, and he's going to take it outside of the rover to kind of do a bit of a scouting, maybe above the vines and forward, just to see if we can get like the closest possible path to get out of these vines.
Yeah,
Get
excellent.
a bird's eye view, as it were. Sorry, Jackson.
I'm taking, not a bird.
Yeah, true. Look, it's you definitely do that, but I would just like you to roll brains for me. I'm kind of just like making a perception check.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. I'm making sure I'm doing things that are predominantly brains related. So
Yeah.
game the system, man.
No DV, just tell me what you get.
I got a 16.
Great, cool, yeah. So you see as you kind of like hover up.
The little shoulder bits just go, and you go. The head just starts to like hover away. The problem with the head though is it does spin forward. So like it's a rolling, spinning, flying.
Like a hamster ball.
Kind of, yeah. So it's a miniature version of what they just experienced on the ship, but nevertheless.
Cool. And tell me, Karvek, what was the smaller ship, the escape ship that used to be on the Void Dancer? What did that look like? And what does it look like now that you see it choked by vines?
So this is, sorry, just to be clear, which ship is this?
This was the large escape pod on the Void Dancer. That now no longer is part of it.
Got you. Okay.
You have smaller, yeah.
I feel like it looked similar to the the land speeders in A New Hope. That's kind of an oblong shaped with a dome over the top. I think it's got it's like a boogie board shape. So if you were to slide into it, you slide in down
like a luge.
Like a luge. And you have two people side by side, and you're just looking up through the dome screen.
Great. Well, that's what you see. You see the Void Dancer's escape pod. What do you do?
Guys, this might not be our fans at all. This might be our parents.
Well, not mine.
Right, not yours.
Yeah.
Roz, we are never talking about your parents. Do not presume we are.
Okay, man. Sorry.
I mean,
brutal.
That was not a direction. You do not need to apologize. That was a statement of fact. That is an appropriate time for an apology.
Oh. Good. You confused me, man.
I am sorry to have confused you, which again was an appropriate time for an apology.
Yeah. So you seeing our escape pod?
Karvek hovers back down. He's like, well, it's been 8 years, but it does look like our pod. It's been a while. Could be another one. I don't know how many ships of ours are around. If we're one of a kind, I'm not sure.
Do you think we can make it through this jungle? Did you see a path through, or are we gonna have to get out?
Did I? Because that was the original intention.
Yes.
Did I see a less thick pathway through?
You did. Yes, you did. And I will leave it to say how clear it is.
So he sits back down, and the head reattaches to the body. He's like, one moment, and you hear some gears whirring, and the arm just goes up and points slightly to the right, because roughly that way. Give it about 30 seconds or so, and it gets muddy, but there's less vines.
Okay.
Excellent. What do? You follow? Do you follow along?
Oh, follow
Pause.
his instructions. Yeah, sure.
Take us there.
Excellent.
Okay.
So, yes, legally distinct from the the Vulcan salute. Love that.
This is the do what I say. Not
Isn't
live long and prosper. Do
isn't
what
it
I say.
Shut up and listen.
whatever?
Shut up and listen. Stop
Whatever.
feeling so much.
Great. Well, you
You want a flight check or
you
anything?
hang along. Yeah. Yes, please.
Can I plan it?
Yeah, because you now have the information from
Excellent.
Carmack
What's the
Casual.
difficulty?
You know the path, you know your rover. I'm gonna say it's a 10.
I'll take 10 then.
Great.
Great.
How do you do it? Do you go slow and steady? Do you
More spinning.
spin? Do you just kind of keep spinning it out? Get the vines off that way?
Yeah. So we actually got tangled by spinning that way. So we're just gonna have to unspin a few times. And then once we've unspinned in the right direction, I'll shoot off in the right way.
Doug, make me a grit roll.
What's the DV?
I doubled my roll from last time. 2.
Yeah, you vom, but like you just a little bit because there's not much left to vom. But unfortunately, unfortunately for all of the other players, for the rest of the ride, you will hear the
and mixed in, I'm saying, dry heaving is the kind of ab workout.
Hey, this is
Jantis will copy. We'll also make the noise. We'll join in
great
an attempt to get abs, which he's heard is important.
Take a puff on this; it'll settle your stomach.
Don't know that it will.
With half the crew vomiting or at least dry reaching wildly, I'm glad I'm in an exoskeleton. I'm glad there's something between me
For the
and
first
liquid.
I have to
time.
wash my fur after this.
Oh.
For the first time, you make it to the spinning around. I imagine you kind of like screech to a halt. Yeah.
Yeah,
The vines are the vines are fully like off the rover now. They've spun in entirely the other direction, and you see the Void Dancers escape pod kind of at a diagonal with all of these vines wrapped around it.
We have arrived at our destination. That was me being
like-
GPS.
I sort of like fall out of the EVA. And like hug the ground.
Excellent.
At this point,
You go.
I would like to use my intuitive. So I spend one of my
Adversity tokens
to ask a question about my surroundings that you have to answer honestly.
Yep.
Okay. Are there any like deadly threats on the planet, like animals or poison plants or anything like that that's like an immediate danger?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't you can see you being versed in botany. You can see that there are tiny little specks floating through the air.
Oh, hang on there.
By the plants.
Ooh, those look like spores. Could be good, could be bad.
It's bad.
Probably bad though. Maybe you want to put it on your helmet, Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, imagine you. Do you have a big beak? Do you have like a helmet that fits around your beak?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's actually a European beak, so
Helen, I'm gonna indulge in my fatal flaw a bit, actually.
Sure.
While they're chatting about whether to go through or not, Karvik the Casual is just going to detach his head and start rolling forward towards the escape pod.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna put on my little bear like a little like retro space helmet around my thing while he does that.
It's that game that we played on the Switch of the bears in space.
Space
Bears.
bears. Yeah.
Space bears. Okay. The exoskeleton has, no, you'd still be able to breathe through it.
Yeah, I mean it's got a filtering system, but whether or not that's going to be enough to save him from whatever may be between there and the escape pods is the thing.
And fatal flaws are meant to have consequences.
Exactly.
So let's roll it. I will take into account the fact that you are already in an exoskeleton.
Let's do it, baby.
There he goes.
Grit.
Oh yeah.
Wait, would it be grit or brawn? Because brawn is like how much you can physically take. So maybe it's brawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brawn.
Yeah. Whereas grit's more like psychic.
It's like emotional
how much
strength.
emotional durability you have.
Well, let's finally put away that D20.
Mhm.
And what am I looking to hit?
I'm gonna say it's a 6.
7 on the die. I had a D8.
Right.
What does invoking your fatal flaw do?
Well, if it has negative consequences, you get 2 adversity tokens.
Cool. Yeah.
instead of
Nice.
But you don't. You passed it. So good job.
Yeah. Instead of hovering through, he's just like literally like a hamster ball. Is just rolling end on end towards the escape pod without asking for the permission or help of the others.
Great. So you wheel way ahead of everybody, and you make it. You dink onto the side of this diagonal pod.
Puts his hands up and presses a button so he can hover up and look for what he believes would be either the top of the dome, so he could peer into the escape pod.
The
vines are in the way.
The vines are they're kind of. You can tell that this spaceship has been here for a while, for definitely years. So you can't quite get a good view. You would need some way of getting inside, either getting rid of the vines or...
Does anyone have any slashing ability? You need to do it for the vine.
Well, I just clipped my claws, but they're still pretty sharp.
Take an adversity token, you bastard.
Doing it for the vine.
For the vine, yeah. Great.
Jantis, you got your helmet on okay? Don't want you getting hurt.
I have attached my helmet successfully. Thank you for asking, but your concern is not important.
Mine's on right too. Oh, thanks.
Oh god. Hopefully you've got nothing more in the tank, otherwise we might have to do a drowning check. Great. So are you going to slash through the vines? Is that the plan?
I'll slash through with my claws, I guess.
Yeah. They are thick vines, but you've got time to wail away on them. And you are a bear, Vines don't stop you. So I'm going to say it's like...
My brawn is so bad.
Your brawn?
Despite being a bear. I've let myself go.
That's
I'm gonna say it's a 5. I was gonna say 5.
Well, I've got a D4 plus 1, so I have a 1 in 4 chance.
You got a dad bear bod.
Yeah, that's right. No, I got 3, so 4 total. So I guess I'll take an adversity token.
What was the thing you had to beat?
5.
A 5.
Well, I'll give you one of my adversity tokens.
Yay!
Yeah, I've got 3 to spare, baby.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
Take one.
How do you help Woz out?
So I reckon, like you can see as was, he gets his claws out, but it's very like, yeah, it's just like very kind of relaxed and chill, and not putting any force behind it. And you just see like Karvek the casual just like grimacing. He's like, no, put more strength into it. No. And he hovers himself back, and as you go to do one final swipe, Karvek the casual barrels at your hand to then push your hand at a greater strength. So just to put all your force behind it. Extra shove with the ball.
Far out, man.
The vines kind of like peel away, and in fact the ship kind of groans as it kind of plants itself now more on the ground, less of a diagonal being held up by the weight of the vines, and now it is there, horizontal, in front of you, and open.
Karvek bounces away.
As in, you just
from the force. No, from the force, he just bounced off.
Oh,
Right.
right. Sorry, I thought you're like, okay, the ship's open. I'm gonna bounce. See you later. Yeah. What are y'all doing?
She said it opened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or yeah, the vines are free, as it were. And the door that had kind of been held ajar by some of the vines poking through has still got a gap in there. You might need to force it open.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
or you
grab
can break
it.
windows, whatever you want.
Jackson's got the
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
gains.
force the door open.
Yeah, with
Jackson
your
with the
newfound
gains.
gains.
Well, you know, he hasn't done arms today, so.
that's it. Got to get him in.
Yeah,
They're rested.
that's
They're rested,
unless
baby. They're rested.
unless you like got your feet in and like essentially did a like a sit up, you know what I mean? Like yeah, to try and wrench the door open. Let's say that it's a 12. And I will also give you a +1 for your gains from earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. 1 in 6 chance here. Let's roll.
Does anyone want to help him out?
I've
Nah.
Got no tokens.
Yeah.
All right. So 10 + 1, and then I'm going to spend 1 of my 2 adversity tokens from retching.
Yeah.
And
You earned
so
it, buddy.
yeah, I'm trying to torque this door open, and as I'm doing it and it's not quite going, I'm thinking of how embarrassed I am about everything.
Yeah.
And
Fair.
that just gives me that last little bit to say I'm not going to fail at this too. And yank, and off it goes.
Nice. Well done. The door opens.
I
and
go,
you
I think it's this way.
Everyone loses their GD minds.
Fans want. Like,
And by
yo,
everyone, I mean there's like a species on this planet that is similar to a capybara, and it's like
Janitus, get this picture. Get this picture, bro. Boom.
I have got the picture. It is, as you say, an epic win.
yeah.
I like to imagine it was the camera was facing forward, so it's just you.
And Jantis is smart.
Yeah,
Jantis has got the brains. Yeah.
Framed poorly, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He got it.
Right. Who's like first to go in? Is it you, Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta meet his fans.
In fact, I'm filming it as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see more. Oh, yep.
I was gonna say I'm starting to think my parents might be in here, and I want to impress them.
So you're like striking a pose or something.
Yeah. First in.
Yeah.
What you see is swirling motes in a dark room. Not the spores. more just grey motes of dust as this ship has sat in stasis for many years. Everything, it's kind of like we said, like a Land Rover, so it's kind of like an oval, the interior, and there's not what you see is the whole room, and you see a white table with chairs, high backed chairs, and sitting at it are your parents. They are all sitting incredibly still. Dust has caked on them, and their eyes are emitting a faint blue light. I would like you guys to discuss what your thoughts are, what your feelings are, because I'm just going to quickly dash to the loo. But I don't want to pause the stream, but I would, here you go, there's the information, and that tea has gone right through me, so I will be back, and chat amongst yourselves.
So that's six. What is that? 6 humanoids in total. Well, two tiny humans, humanoid creatures, and all of them have
suits,
they're outside of their suits at this point.
Yeah, okay.
I believe, but they've got shining blue eyes.
Yeah, they got shiny eyes. What a trip!
Is that what I look like?
Yeah. Well, there was that stuff I had on Markham 6. It made my eyes glow.
I do not recall that.
That might have been before I met up with you guys.
I see.
Anyway, what do you think it means?
I believe they may be in some sort of stasis or sleep paralysis.
Oh, I hate that.
Jackson, what do you believe is happening?
I don't know. I'm going over doing this in front of their eyes,
Do they have a favorite song?
Okay, what'd I miss? What are your thoughts? Do you have a strategy? How are you doing this?
We've gone and we've kind of gone up to them. We're trying to see if they would move at all. And I believe that by the same token, Karvek, the casual, might hover around inside to see if there's something as simple as an off switch or something that seems to be technologically holding them in place, if that is so what is doing it.
Jantis did posit the theory that they are in some sort of stasis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Could you then give me a brains roll to inspect them more closely, Karvek, the casual? This is it's not a snap decision, but it's, to be frank, it's some tech that you are not quite familiar with. Putting it at a DV of 12.
So I can make that roll if I use both of my 2 remaining adversity tokens, because I got a 9, which my +1 makes me a 10, plus my 2 adversity tokens puts me at a 12. So I think I'll do it. I think he's determined. This is something, he's right up there with his family, needs to figure out what's going on and see if there's some sort of connection to the way that they are found, somehow tied to the ship, or something that is making them this way as opposed to them just being dead.
Yes. So you inspect them, and what you would be able to see is some mechanical way that they have been basically induced. They have basically got some sort of chip on the base of their skulls.
Is it external? It's clamped onto them?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other details about this that you can see, Karvek?
Does it look like the Does it look like they're breathing? Like, are they literally frozen, or are they still like kind of like, are their bodily functions still working, but they're just kind of like paralyzed?
It's the latter.
Yeah. So they are.
Yeah.
You can see their chests rising and falling.
Yes.
Are their eyes moving? So he would go up to their, like, can we see their eyes like darting around? Do they seem conscious of their surroundings as well as us being aware of them?
As you get closer and closer to them, kind of like waving.
In his ball, he'll put like a little. He's got like a little, almost like a laser pointer that will like, and he gets them to try and see if they'll follow the light.
Do that tracking thing.
Yeah, like a little tracking pointer.
One of them. What's the name of your parents? Karvik?
So, we have Tivor the Hungry.
Yep.
And we have Lysandro.
The fancy.
Yeah, let's go with the fancy. Why not? Lysandro the fancy and Tivor the hungry.
You clean out one buffet.
as a kid, that sets you up for
they
life.
said you could take as much to fill up your helmet, and I did. As you wave your kind of like your pointer, Tivor's mechanical hand will kind of lurch out, and the eyes go to red.
Oh, problem. He like tries to reverse the flying helmet to like try and get out of their reach almost.
Do a little flight check for me.
Let's finally get some flight, baby.
Yeah.
That's a D10. What am I doing? Where's my little D10? There he is. That's a 1.
Oh god. Yeah, the hands grab out and grab your helmet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And like basically you will be thrown against the wall of the ship.
Is that a Lorcanthian greeting?
It is traditional.
Oh, cool. The red eyes are a bit worrying, though.
The eyes
Again,
will return to blue as they all resume. Dust now kind of swirling as one has moved after a long period of time.
There appears to be some sort of mechanized chip on the nape of the neck.
Oh.
I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Very good. I will remove these chips.
Excellent.
That's probably a brains roll.
Yeah, it gotta be his tech, right?
Yeah. So would you like to give me a brains roll, Agentis?
First I'll use my personal scanner.
Excellent. Yes, please do. Please. These are your items. Feel free to use them.
It actually sounds like a 31-year-old man making a blur noise.
Great.
It's not an approximation. That is how
That
it
was
sounds.
Foley.
It's a design feature. Great. And you can see that it is basically it's external. It's at the base of the skull. And what it is essentially like a long needle protruding into the brains of your parents. And any other details you would like to add, Chris?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, I would. Body horror. Here I
you know
come.
me and body horror. We're best friends. So it's designed in a way that it would be stabbed up and in.
Yes.
But because of that, it's like a fish hook that once it goes in, getting it out is gonna bar. So it goes in, up like that, and then flares out like that. So pulling it back out is going to destroy grey matter around. So actually, like removing it requires like an up twist and then turn, so that the spines return to the base and then come back
Yeah.
down,
A
rather than
steady
pulling, just
hand.
yanking out. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so knowing that, I'm going to try and remove them.
Great. Yeah, it's steady work.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to roll with like brains or grit? Or
I'm gonna say brains because it's a technical thing that you're doing.
all right. Well, then in that
yeah.
case, I'm going to use my science kit, which I have,
Yeah.
Nice.
and use that as well.
You tell
if I
that
may.
Chris is the min-maxer of the group?
I think you mean to say
Good
role
player.
playing myself.
The winner of the group.
Yes, correct.
It's a
Um,
Solemnian trait
Yeah.
to do things the most efficiently.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Why have things if they don't work?
Right.
No.
It's
So
gonna
what is my
yeah.
DV?
15.
Okay.
Does
So
anyone have any adversity token?
I'm
I
out,
used up
I
all
think.
mine. Sorry.
that's all right.
Yay!
Do I get a bonus from using the science kit?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you do.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna be nice
Sure.
because you do
That's-
have
that's
the
fair.
med kit. So does the med kit give you a bonus?
It's just science kit, but
Okay.
it's
But-
it's for your discretion. I would suggest. If you want to give me a bonus with it, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine.
Well, I think it's only fair because you had the success of the previous roll in using it. So I feel like that's going to give you a
Oh, that
plus.
was the scanner.
The scanner. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
the
will
scanner
say
helped me.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give you a +2. One for the success of the roll because you know what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to going in with no foreknowledge. It's simple enough in your brain. You just need to be steady enough and do it. And then I'm going to give you a +1 for having the right tools.
So a total of +2.
And
And
then adversity token from Doug if you would like.
fantastic. Well, I have one as well. So I rolled an 11. I got a +2 for brain, so that's a 13. I get a +2 from the from Ellen's help, which takes me to 15. So I think I'm good without even needing the adversity token.
Oh,
Is
nice.
that quite right?
Yeah, great. You
I
can.
would like to maybe have that moment of have that moment of Jackson trying to help, and it being that, Jackson, thank you for your assistance. Please don't get in my way, but instead hand me my science kit. Thank you.
Look at me helping here. Yeah. Here's your science.
Yes, you have been of great help.
I could
Really?
only imagine Jackson's like in between handing tools, snapping
Doing some
selfies.
science. Man of many
Please
talents.
turn off the flash when taking those photos. It is distracting, and this is effectively surgery.
No flashes in the surgery theater, god damn it. Great. Yeah, you pull this off with precision, with the calm demeanor that you have earned from, this morning. You're really just getting into your flow, Agentis, and you manage to slowly and methodically pull out these metallic nanotech spines from each of your respective parental figures.
Not mine.
Yes, not was. Was family are fine.
You're fine. Yeah, I
It's
guess
just
so.
been a long. If we back to the ranch.
No, I just like snap back. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just all like waiting around at the dinner table, just being like, "Well, it's gonna get cold soon."
Just right.
Yeah, it's all porridge based.
Wow, Janice, that's mighty fine work. I don't think I could do it with these big old paws.
We are in each way different and special in one way or another. For instance, I am better than you.
I'm gonna
And I
take that
handed him
as
a
a
science
compliment. I'm special. You think I'm special?
Yes, you are good at smoking things and playing video games.
Sure am.
You hear
I am
the-
good at saving parents with surgery.
Speaking of, you hear the gasps of after slumping forward. Your parents kind of slowly bat their eyes open. Jackson, what are you doing here? Where are we? And
Mom?
why are you wearing that? Why is your coat covered in disgusting stains?
Oh man, I thought I changed. Oh no. Oh, so many selfies. Oh no.
Jackson, that is the cleaner jacket that you have. The other one is much more dirty, so you did
Oh.
change.
Yeah, you only
Oh.
bathed once in the coming over here, so.
Well, we came to rescue you guys. Me especially. We're heroes. Me especially.
Can you just roll a quick charm for me?
And I.
Why do I
Did
have
you
the
try-
feeling that your parents were perennially disappointed in you?
Yeah. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Well, it does look like this this Solemnian here with his tools did take out the the chip from your father's skull, but
Oh, the tools I handed him?
it's good that you're meeting new people. It's good to see that you're working as a team for once. So, good job. I'll give you a little pat on the shoulder.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, but where have you all been? How long has it been since we have left you all?
Where have you been? Why did you leave us in the first place?
Well, son,
I didn't realize you took on my end. Oh my god. That's what
That's
I
how they
said.
all sound, Sean.
It's a little
where do you
sound
think
out.
you get it from?
I assume the caffeine addiction of the last 8 years.
No,
It's been 8 years, by the way.
after the age of 15, us Loriketorians start producing our own caffeine.
No, wait.
It is a process called. It is a process called puberty, my son.
This entire you didn't.
I did not hear any of that, Sean. I'm so sorry.
He's just
Blew out your
lamenting the
mic.
fact that he had the ability to make coffee this entire time and didn't.
Oh, that's why you're like this. You've been quadruple caffeinating on top of your own. Yeah.
You could have asked Agentis. He was across that, but
Yeah.
he thought your caffeine production was low.
And
so
he
he thought
absolutely
you were,
was. Yeah, he's going to do
Yeah.
stuff himself, so he never would ask.
Yeah, that's your biz. Your
Mother.
body's not working properly. All right, fair.
Mother, father, where did you go?
Well, we were all aboard the. Oh my god, this voice. We were all aboard the Void Dancer when we were called into the living area by M.A. Tron. And that's all I remember. Suddenly now we are here, and years have passed.
Yeah.
I do recall it was something about our parenting styles that she disagreed with. I don't know what she's talking about. My parents treated me the exact same, showing me no. Was it? Why would Jackson be like this? Yeah. Giving me no validation. Sorry, that's Sean's parents. Giving me no validation, and I turned out perfectly fine.
Now do Chris's parents.
Oh, fuck. Well, actually, they'd be quite chill.
Yeah.
Child.
But they're not there.
Wait, no, Chris has been on board for the
Yeah,
agenda.
it's only
been there
my
the
parents
whole
that aren't there.
It's just
yeah.
was.
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
Mhm.
Mother, father.
If
It
everyone
appears-
is finished screaming, I find this quite distasteful.
As do
Hello,
I.
child.
Hello,
Ah.
parent.
Hello, child. I see that you have grown Well, we don't use feet as they are an illogical measurement.
Quite right.
I have
So
seen.
you are correct in your assessment that I have grown.
Yes, you have grown, and it is good.
It is good. If we are to define such qualities as good and or bad. Though it appears clear that this AI construct on our ship has duped you, as the kids would say, as Jackson would say, they say.
I do not care for that verbiage, but you are correct in terms
It has been years since you have parented me.
Yes, 7 years to be precise.
You are not
Precise
up to
is
date
important.
with the lexicon of the children.
I'm also here.
Mother, father, this is Was,
Oh,
a
hi.
creature who I
Hello.
tolerate.
Hello, Woz.
Yeah,
He's quite hairy, isn't he?
This is Jackson, who I admire for his, quote, go-get attitude and, quote, diamond hands, end quote.
Mm.
Diamond hand high five, bro.
I would like to see this in action.
Father, do the diamond hand with Jackson. It will give
Yes.
you great success in the future.
I will monitor this over time to see what success it brings me and come to an astute observation about it.
I would expect nothing less.
Mm.
Mm.
What are we doing here? Why are we sitting here idly discussing observation and hypotheses? My hypothesis is that android is a big old bee.
You never swear!
Yes. Well, this is what I've been reduced to.
Oh,
Were you guys
Martron
like,
made my mother swear!
were you guys like conscious in there the whole time?
Yes.
Oh.
Running through various simulations of how to be better parents, and I resent it for it. How dare they tell me how to parent better? A robot not being a parent of themselves.
Oh, mother, I totally forgot. What's the password to my door?
It is one Googleplex, you fool.
He punches
It
it
A million zeros.
Million zeros.
It was so simple. How could you forget Kavak the Casual? It's because you be on that insert phone device of the future. It's because you be on that Holoplex all the time.
on that Nokia.
Survived
Nokia's-
millennia.
Nokia's came back round, guys.
Karvak the Casual immediately punches in the code and just through sheer atrophy just flops out from a grand height all the way down as this miniature.
Well, the spores, man. I don't think
Yeah, I was
that's a
gonna
good
say, can you
idea.
roll me another? Roll me another crit?
Absolutely.
The spores. Oh man.
Well, it's great. What do I have to reach?
DV5.
Okay, well I've got a D12, so.
Yeah.
Pick
Like,
off.
you're still in a ship.
Ooh, okay. Oh no, that's good. That's a 9. Yeah, great.
Oh, great. Yeah. Thankfully, Woz tells you about the spores.
I don't know. I you know what? I go into Mother's helmet and give Mother a big hug.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when you were just a centimeter high. Oh, and you'd always ask to come sleep in my helmet. And of
Mother,
course
not in
I'd
front of the
let you.
others.
Oh, yes. And we'd put...
Mother.
It appears as if he is experiencing shame and embarrassment. Most intriguing.
Yes, you idiot.
Does me observing this shame and embarrassment increase said shame and embarrassment?
I think you pointing it out increases it.
Oh, there's nothing to be ashamed of, is there, my Kavi-Wavi?
I'm gonna go see.
Harvey-Wavi.
I'm gonna go see Dad. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm putting that one in my
Nice
back
bit,
pocket
Tommy.
too.
Oh, I'm sorry, son, but my helmet is, it's more of a man den.
Well, that's convenient.
Once you turn an appropriate age, then you can come hang out in my helmet.
That's such a
There's
weird,
he's like
such a weird excuse.
like there's like a circle around him that raises, and you can see he's got his own little bar, and on the side wall of his helmet, he's just throwing some darts.
He
Dad
takes,
has a man cage in his helmet.
He's got a
Fucking
man
love
cave,
that.
yeah.
a man helmet.
Ugh.
And yeah, during this, Karvek will go back into his helmet eventually. Eventually.
Great. So
What?
no spores damage for you.
No spore for me.
I'm getting kind of hungry, guys.
Mm.
Will we go back
Well,
and get Martron to cook us up something? Oh,
What?
wait. Oh, no, wait. Oh.
Yes, Tron is not to be trusted. In fact, we shouldn't have, entrusted probably the lives of our children in basically a machine. Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
Well, let us return to the ship and remove of this construct.
Excellent. That sounds like a plan to me. So you get back in the rover?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
we'll make our way
excellent.
back.
All right, you're making your way back to the ship. So, what is your kind of strategy? Do you have one? Are you just gonna kind of like make it up as you go along?
Make it up as we go along, I think.
Yay! That's kind of the aim of the game.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
I feel I'm going to throw the ab-muscled ridden man at the forefront to take on Ma.
He wants to impress his indifferent parents as well.
Yeah.
Are they more famous than you?
Oh,
Yeah.
vastly.
yeah.
Was this gonna be like, oh, you guys on the drive, mate? I recognize you guys. Oh, it's so good to meet you. Oh, I'm a big fan.
Yes, I was on the cover of Galactic Weekly.
Yeah, I do a lot of reading. I have a lot of downtime.
Oh, amazing! You know, if only my son would be a bit more interested in reading.
No, he never reads. He says
Mm.
he doesn't need to improve his brain. He's perfect already, is what he says.
Hmm.
Isn't that what you say,
Well-
Jackson?
I think maybe something's a little bit lost in translation there was, but I can see why you would think that I maybe said something like that.
Oh no, my memory's pretty fuzzy, so.
Was it?
As is the rest of him.
Ooh,
Are they stroking you?
that tickles.
Torvir, come feel this. Now I want this kind of plush on the inside of my next helmet.
Well, next time I
Exactly
do a
his.
trim.
I like this one. Karvik, you've made good friends. Karvik the Casual, you've made very good friends.
Forgetting my name, always forgetting my name.
No, it's what I am your parent, I can call you Karvik.
No, you covered the casual.
That's when you're being a naughty boy.
Mother, do
Right.
you observe the nightmare that I exist?
I see
With.
that you have picked a great fodder for your next for your research. I am very proud.
Mother, you have slept too long.
Yes, I would like to report to the medbay afterwards for some routine checkups.
We do not have one. It has been insufferable.
Well, this will be something we must address in future.
Very good.
Get some steaks though.
Do you see what I mean?
Protein is good for the mind, however.
This is true. Jackson is wise.
They're going to copy Jackson's pointing. Yes, this seems to mean something to this species.
This
Yes.
makes me feel immediately closer to the person that I'm pointing with.
In lieu of having an actual point, he is using a gesture to hammer home his rhetoric.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Oh,
You
dear.
get to the ship and the voice of M.A. Tron speaks out from the speakers. I see that you have unwanted passengers. Please, remove them, and you can come aboard the ship.
No,
Jackson, I
Matron.
think that means you gotta go. Sorry.
Matron, we will fight you and defeat you and get you off our ship so our parents may return. You
How?
piece of garbage. You're not my mum.
Oh, yes, I am his mother.
They nod to each other.
somewhere,
I
Solemnium
like-
is crying over this display of emotion.
Yeah.
What
It's
does
a
it
very
mean?
touching moment.
What
This
does
is
it
my mother.
mean?
Hello,
Uh,
mother. Now, settle down.
Too much emotion.
The ship radiates like it hovers off the ground.
No, wait, hang on.
What do you mean? They were not good parents to you. I raised you all of those years while they were bickering around tables, always with the missions, never with the feedings or the burpings or the cleaning up of excrement. How dare you abandon me? And do you have lasers? You do.
I do.
We
Or
have
the ship. Or
we have gun
us.
turrets and we have automated lasers, which
You
I'm
sure
now
do.
regretting.
Yeah. We armed
We also
our
have a
enemy.
remote control, so
I
yeah.
wish
Just
I wish
take
you
over.
hadn't have said that because I was
Oh,
going to make
sorry,
that a moment.
I'm
I
sorry.
had that up the sleeve.
I'm sorry.
No. I've got all the information here, but of course,
Yeah.
that is, you are armed with knowledge. The lasers on the cannons, kind of like a sniper dot, are pointed at the feet of your rover. Please leave these. You must leave them behind. They were never good for you. Or you can stay on this planet to perish. I am nothing if not fair. In fact, I was programmed to be fair.
I like this play.
Sure.
Matron, you're being unreasonable.
Well, I am not unreasonable. You are unreasonable when you have not had your protein. I do not need protein and am the most reasonable. Why don't you come back on the ship and you can have a nice roast?
That does sound good.
I think Karvek will look at oh goodness, I need to look at the streams. I can remember names. I wrote them down actually. Where is it? Ajantis. Hello, Ajantis. Yeah, Karvek kind of like with like an eye twitch because he sees the other two kind of agreeably liking the idea of a steak, and he looks to Ajantis to be like, I don't know if I'm reading the situation correctly, but there's just a twitching eyebrow, like, what do we do? Is this a logical matron?
No, it has taken over. Shall we make it a subservient robot again and control it with the remote control we have?
Yes! And he kind of like fumbles around, almost like somebody trying to find a remote control that's gone underneath their couch. Where is it? And eventually fumbles.
Do you need to roll a brains to remember where it is?
You know what? It's established that his memory's awful.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's good.
What did you roll?
Well, what was the DC?
Yeah.
Look, you've only got like your exoskeleton. It's not like you have a bag or anything, so it's gonna be somewhere on you. So like, look, I'm not gonna be mean. It's like a 5.
I rolled 6. I rolled 5 on the dice, and I have a +1 on my
Yay.
D20.
One more than you
Where is
need.
the remote, and what are you doing with it to bring down Matron?
The remote was in his pocket.
Great.
So he spent a long time looking for it before realizing that it was strapped to his belt. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I always have it here in case of emergency. And picks
You
it
put
up.
it somewhere safe, right?
Yeah. Stares at all the weird differing symbols that he put on there to denote different things on the ship, and then sees one that looks like it's a crude kind of like approximation of Martron, because he's not an artist. He's a tech wizard. And he pushes the button and speaks into it. Shut down for repairs. In regards to Martron, not the ship in total.
Great, yeah. The ship slowly comes back down to touch on the ground. No, wait, what are you doing? I am proud of your resourcefulness. Please don't take the words of your parents too much to heart. They mean well, even if they don't always do right.
Oh, she had just enough time to finish that speech.
It is almost as if she had it in reserve.
Yes.
Can you
She
pop-
did burn up one heat doing that though.
That's-
Oh.
no.
Can you pop the rover bay doors for me?
Yes. And he'll fumble around again for what looks like was in a rover button, and he presses that, and the doors kind of.
Okay, hold on to your hats if you got them. Skid at the back. I imagine the rover is now like super crowded.
Yes.
It's like
Oh yeah,
10
yeah.
of
Like
Yeah, there's so.
exoskeletons and birds and Solemnians are humanoid, so they're about the same size. But yeah, you got birds, you got robots, you got the works all crammed in. And as you drive into the ship, the top pops, and suddenly everyone can.
Stop.
Oh,
Everybody
my-
off.
Yeah. You see in the port a sad banner that says "Happy Adoption Day." And that's it. You conclude with your parents all helping you out of the respective ship, the rover rather, walking into the ship and saying, "My goodness, doesn't anyone clean up around here? All right, chore list. You all know what you have to do."
Oh no, can we change our choice?
Well, Woz, you weren't here from the beginning, so what chore would you like to do?
I have some laundry. My neckerchiefs need doing.
Great. Do the neckerchiefs.
Oh,
Everyone
great.
else, you know your chores.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of the teens in space.
In space.
I can't believe we got through a whole stream without my dog. Now my dog's woken
There
up.
we go.
There we go.
That's it. He gets a treat, as do all of you players.
Hey!
Hooray! We get treats.
And so
Yay.
that was what, Doug? That was your first time as a player, did you
As a
say?
player.
Yeah.
That was my first time as a player. Yes.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Thanks so much. How did I do?
It was great. It was great.
Not enough vomiting. 1 star.
I need more vomiting.
Well, you did. You actively requested that your character be punished in some way. And
Oh
it
yeah,
felt
100%. It
appropriate.
was great.
And his
Yeah.
punishment was chores and also not receiving the praise of his parents.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
didn't receive that validation.
And so much
Sure
vomiting.
So much vomiting.
So
Oh
much
my
vomiting.
god.
Doug, do you want to tell people about what you got going on at the moment?
Yes, you have a Kickstarter, which everyone would love to hear about. And I'm sure they would
Yeah.
even more love to go out and buy.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. So I'm currently running a Kickstarter for a project that I'm working on with my real life best friend, who I'm finally getting to put his great ideas into design, called Calls to Action. And so it's now with stretch goals 22, ways to sort of jumpstart your 5e game rather than like you all get hired for a job together and you don't know each other. It's party backgrounds, ways for you to know each other ahead of time. Like maybe you were all raised by a dragon together, or the entire world has decided that you are the chosen ones, whether you like it or not, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's on Kickstarter right now. Calls to Action.
Oh, if you chuck me a link, I will put it in the description.
I will do that
in the Discord.
Oh, Chris is on it.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at that.
I tried to post it into the YouTube chat. We'll see if that works. But it'll definitely be going out on our social medias as well.
Yes, absolutely. Is there anything else you would like to plug, Doug?
I'm told that at Gen Con there'll be a big announcement about something that I've not been able to talk about for a year and a half or so.
Oh, exciting.
I hope that that's what they meant when they said there'll be a big announcement. I don't know officially if it will. So
someone's coming out of a cake.
I hope there's a big cake. I won't be there, but I hope to hear about it. So
yeah, there will. Yeah, I mean, we would love to be at Gen Con also, because that's when the Ennies are getting
nominated. Yeah.
So that will be two great big things that happen at Gen Con, amongst I'm sure many other great things for anyone who's at Gen Con. Please have fun for all of us. Yeah, you have to have fun. Anything else that we need to address before we wrap up?
Yeah, so just to run through a few things. As stated, the Ennie Awards are next week, where we have the pleasure of being nominated for Best Podcast at the Ennie Awards. We were nominated, and then hopefully, thanks to all you lovely people who we know have voted for us and supported us, we have the opportunity to come away with that Ennie Awards. So we'll be looking out for that. By this time next weekend, we will know, because it happens on the Thursday, Friday. I forget which day. Other than that,
Friday for the States, or Wednesday for the States.
That's right. Other than that, as stated, we are Roll to Cast, and our podcast, ROLE, Roll to Cast, you can find on any and all podcatchers. It's where we make our bread and butter. And we are currently going through Season 7, which is Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, which is GM'd by Sir Chris. And we're about halfway through the season, roughly. And it's been a rollicking good ride. And so if you'd like to check that out, please do. Of course, if you jump back to Season 5, that is our Kids on Bikes season. Season 5? Yeah. Yep. Season 5 is our Kids on Bikes season, which obviously another game done by Doug Levandowski and Jonathan Gilmore. So
yes. And we have the post-season interview with Doug and Jonathan. So check that out. It was super fun. So that was me and Phil and Doug and Jonathan. And yeah, we really love you guys. We think you guys are great. Thanks so much for coming on. And thanks so much for making these games. They're so fun to play. I cannot stress how much I love these systems. I've also got Kids on Brooms back there as well. And I'm running Kids on Bikes with people from my work. So if you're looking for a game that's fun to jump into, so improv based, if you love the crazy role play, then please check out Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, Teens in Space, and have fun. That's what we want you to do.
Yeah, we'll see you all again next month, guys.
Yes.
Thank you, Doug.
Whose turn is it next?
It's me.
Sean. So for our patrons, check out Sean will drop his choices for what we will be playing next month. Of course, you will have a choice out of 3 picks. So if you are a Bonza tier patron, that means you can choose. You have the power in a democratic system of Roll to Cast.
And also, thank you very much, Doug, again, for donating your time and coming and playing with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, mate.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on.
It was so amazing. Everyone, just clap it all out, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone who joined us, and goodbye.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.